I don't know what it is. Every time that's about to roll out, it just makes me smile every time. Here it is. I saw it today while I was getting my stuff ready for TwitchCon. My TwitchCon partner badge from last year. This is not the new one, by the way. I was like, hey, Kismet, how'd you get your badge already? No, this is from last year. But yeah, look at that. Partner. I was so proud of that last year, and I'm still proud to be a partner here on Twitch, one of my favorite social media and, of course, gaming / creative / real life / whatever websites. Very, very proud to be part of Twitch and everything it has to do with it. Of course, streaming and hanging out with you guys. I am so excited. I don't know. I was just beside myself today, running around, getting everything ready, making sure I got the t-shirts for you peeps like Just Alcara. I see you in the chat. Make sure we got your t-shirt ready to go, and I packed it away. I'm going to hand carry it. I don't trust them. If they screw up all my other stuff that I shipped, I don't care so much about that. I do care. But if I deliver a promise, if I say that I'm going to get your shirt signed, then I'm going to hand carry those babies, and we're going to get those suckers signed. And the same thing with my mod shirts. I'm going to be hand carrying those, and of course my Wasteland Tycoon outfit. So some of it I shipped though. So if I'm missing some of it, oh well. But at least I can walk around with the rest of it. We'll see. We'll see what happens when we get to TwitchCon. Of course, also I did mention last time that I do have to take the stickers out. I know that's a bummer, everybody. I do have emote stickers, but of course, for you who have donated, don't have that problem because I'm going to send you a full thing of those stickers. So I'm going to have to pull all those out on hundreds of those. Of course, I'm going to put some extra candy in exchange. So you guys have lots and lots of chocolate. Should you happen to find me at TwitchCon. Now, I'll be wandering around. I'll probably be wearing my Twitch partner shirt, or I'll be wearing a Kismet shirt, or I'll be wearing a Wasteland Tycoon shirt, probably Wasteland Tycoon shirt, as well as my mods will be wearing their Wasteland Tycoon t-shirts, and of course, they're awesome, amazing. I think these turned out fantastic. Of course, they're epic Kismet Dragon mod crew right over here. They will be easy to find around the show. Make sure to hunt them down. They'll, of course, have your loot drops for you. Feel free to grab them. And of course, I will be sending out all that stuff after TwitchCon. Probably late November, I'll be sending that. It'll be like an early Christmas present because that stuff takes a while because I have a lot of that to ship out. That'll be a lot of work. But you guys are worth it. You guys are worth it, and my mods are worth it. And of course, we're going to have a fantastic time. I'm going to try to do more things next year. I'm going to try to go to PAX East and PAX West and try to meet more of you as I wander around in these various different places. We'll see. We'll see. I'll see how many I can get going. First, I'd like to say hello to my mods hanging out. Speaking of awesome mods, you, of course, get to see Chewy, Josie, Nooshki, Dark Angel, of course, Monsterholic, at TwitchCon. Of course, right now we got Chewy backing me up, Game Killer backing me up as well, and we've got the beautiful and wonderful and fantastic and better not stand in their way when they're owning mobs. I'm just saying, I like to stand behind them because they just cut a path right through right there. Of course, my other amazing mods, Josie and Gwen, besties hanging out over there. Of course, Nooshki got to come in. We got triple besties going on. So make sure to show them all lots of love in the chat for their awesome help, of course, here on the stream. I appreciate them backing me up. Some of them are not even scheduled. They're just here backing me up as well, and I appreciate that. Of course, I appreciate all of you guys being here as well. I see Raz, of course, always boss mode that every single time. I appreciate that, Raz. Get that host going, and of course, coming in the chat, throwing out that hug. Appreciate it. Who else we got? Gray Fox coming in and said, hello, neighbors. Hello, Gray Fox. Great to see you in the chat, as always. Just Okara, I saw you earlier. Say hi to everybody. As well as we got Anon coming in with a hype. Now, tonight is the last night, everybody. Tonight is the last night. That's it. We got to get 3 vaults done. You know what? I've just foregoed No Man's Sky and foregoed the Learn to Play because we got 3 vaults to do. And frankly, if we do that too, we're not going to have enough time to finish them. We got 3 vaults to finish this playthrough. And guess what? It's Fallout 76 time. That's right, Xbox at the ready. I put a HDMI switcher in now so I can just instantly hit the button and bam, it switches over to my Xbox and then bam, I can switch it back to my regular PC gameplay, which is awesome. Appreciate all the love today. Marcus coming in, going, Kismet, what's up? What's up is we're building some mega builds. We have been building vaults across the wasteland, and we're almost done. We got 3 more. Now, we're not going to skimp on those, though. We're not going to skimp. We're going to be making some mega vaults today, and I think we're going to build a fortress today as well, because over at Egret Farms, I think that we're going to start with the fortress. And we're going to go to it, though. We're going to be going to it. I'm going to be staying focused. If you've got any questions or comments, or you want to just tell me about your day, feel free to throw it in the chat. I will try to catch it as I can going along. So I appreciate everybody being here. Oh, I need some water already. I need some agua already. Good stuff. Trying to be good. Going to be so bad at TwitchCon, but trying to be good with my health. I'm going to be so bad. I'm Dippin' Dude coming in. We're going to be eating In-N-Out Burger. We're going to be having all sorts of bad food, desserts, and all sorts of stuff. And of course, we'll be wandering around the show. Again, look for us at the show. And of course, I'll be streaming live next Saturday, or this Saturday coming up. Well, not next Saturday. It's this Saturday coming up at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time, 4:30 Eastern time. And of course, I'll be giving out epic loot. You want to win Fallout 76? You can do it right here. You want to win cash money? You can do it right here. Now, I've been warning you. Every single stream, host the channel, /host Kismet. Go up there to that upper right-hand corner. Slide down to where it says My Channel. Open it up in a new window. Go to your chat, /host, H-O-S-T, space, K-I-S-M-E-T. Bam! It gives you some more Kiz caps. That's going to allow you to buy more tickets to the contest right here in the stream, which is going to give you a bigger chance to win all that epic loot. So I want you to win it because you guys have been here all the time. Every time I'm playing some game, doesn't matter what I'm playing, you guys are backing me up, and I appreciate it big time. Big time. So let's get to it. No, that's enough talking. That's enough yappy yap. Let's get to the games. Let's go. Boom! There we go, everybody. Let's get started here. Now, I want to go ahead and say very quickly, thanks to Game Killer, Josie, Raz, for the hosts. I love it when Fantic Spared coming in and Capital coming in, dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons before I even started the stream. I like that. Literally like 3 minutes before the stream started. Very nice. And, of course, Anon coming in with that host as well. Those are the people who are going to get that epic big chance at getting it. Of course, if you are a subscriber, you have 3 times the chance, and you're earning 3 times the caps. But if you're just chilling out in the channel and you're a follower, you're also earning caps as well, so you can have a chance to win at it. And that's the way I like to do. I like to give everybody a shot at it, and I have seen people with just 1 ticket win some epic loot. Here, I've literally given away hundreds of games worth thousands of dollars. I hope to continue to do so until the last minute of the last day of my existence. Let's keep going over here. Now, it's kind of dark right now. And of course, you know my thing about it being dark is we need to go ahead and, whoa, I got to remember how to work this. See, I go into No Man's Sky, and it's totally different. I actually just hit the No Man's Sky key to try to get into this. Now, of course, on Tuesday, I will be playing the beta if it allows me. I'll be playing it live for you guys. Whatever time it is, that's the time. There's Raz. Take it easy, Raz. Night. So whatever time it is, I will be basically streaming during that time. So make sure to be watching my Twitter and all of that. I got to remember how many hours it is. 10 hours. There we go. Be watching my Twitter, whatever, and be watching my Discord because I will be letting you know the new schedule. So my new schedule will be up in the air. I'm just going to put up in the air on my schedule. But I'll probably put what I'm doing at TwitchCon and then possibly what I'm doing during the week. Oh, no! Hold on, we forgot to help Kingsport. No. We got to go help our bros. Hold on. We forgot. We got to get into some action a little bit today. I'll get into a little bit of trouble. Hold on. We got to go to Kingsport Lighthouse. I had forgotten that it needed some help. Let's go. Now, we don't really need to do anything. Now, notice how it said it failed? It shouldn't have failed. Because if I'm there, it's not going to fail. Big time. So, again, my schedule will be very, very up in the air. 7 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Is that what you're saying, Walt the Cat? Is that the beta time? Do you have a confirmed information of where you got that from? If you do, I'll give you 2,500 Kiz caps right now. I'll give you 2,500 Kiz caps if you have a link to exactly where it says what time the beta is. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption, Rolling Coal. Yes, I want to play that as well. Bye-bye. Holy mackerel. Ha 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 ha! There's why you don't attack my settlement. Now watch over here on this side. Also gonna get smoked. Oh, I love that anticipation moment. Just rolling up. Think they're gonna get all up in my zone. See, now I could trigger it right now, but I'm just gonna wait for it, right? Because we got the kill box right down here. We'll wait till they get in the worst position. Out in the open. Kismet, kill box! Do your thing! Let's have a little fun. Nice, nice. Now, I would go down there normally and I'd loot all of that. If I'm not looting, I'm probably a synth. But I'm going to go ahead and just forego that for now. I know I'm going to leave all that loot behind. I mean, it takes like a supreme effort to forego that loot. But we defended them and we're out of here. We got to go. We got way too much to do tonight. We got to build. We're almost out of time. El Fuzzy Nuts. Hey, I saw your thing again. Right over here. Check it out, bro. I got your thing right here. Look at that. Oh, Errol Dirty Squirrel. Oh, there's a squirrel. It's pretty funny. Pretty funny stuff. There we go. No loading. Is Kismet really, is it really Kismet or Sith? Well, how would you know, right? How would you know if you're not a Sith? Let's see. Pokey coming in. Noon EST. Well, that's what they say, but,
Thanks
how do you
to
know?
Dipping Dude, he posted the link in the mod chat. I put it in there for you. It does confirm October 23rd, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern.
Let's see. Be prepared on October 19th. Yes. All right. Let's dish out those 2,500 kiss caps to I'm Dipping Dude. Nice. Nice, nice. Thanks, Chewy. Chewy backing me up also on the mic. Appreciate it. Down today, ready to be the first session planned for October 31st, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, guess what? That's what time I'm streaming. 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this Tuesday. And, of course, I would imagine it would also be the same thing on Wednesday. So, yeah. Just lock me in for that. There we go. Now, I just got to make sure my Xbox is working and all of that. We'll find out. We'll find out, won't we? We'll find out because I got it loaded, locked, and ready to go. Walt the Cat put it in there as well, but he should know not to, he can't put links in there. But let's give Walt the Cat 2,500 kiss caps as well for bringing that up into chat. So we're gonna dish out double the thing. Whoever's ready for the new Fallout Fallout Press 76, I'm ready. I got an Xbox. Hey, I don't know if you know how Fuzzy does, but I actually have bought an Xbox to play it for just 2 days. To play Fallout 76 for 2 days before I go to TwitchCon live here on stream. Then I'm going to be at TwitchCon. Then I'm going to be streaming Fallout 4 live from the show on Saturday. And, of course, giving out epic loot. And then I'll be back on Tuesday. And then I'll be playing the PC version as well live on the stream. And I would really love to play some Red Dead Redemption in there. I might throw that in. As well, but first I got to pay for TwitchCon and see if I have enough left over to buy that game. We'll see. We'll see. Now, of course, if you want to see me play that on game or on stream, feel free to let me know. Let me know if you want to donate that to the stream, and I will play that for you as well. But yeah, still a little nervous about that. Still a little nervous about making sure that I have enough cash to pay for all of this, and then I'll figure out how to pay it off later. Pay it off later. But we'll see how it works out. You know, in life, sometimes you just got to go for it, right? I mean, tomorrow I may be, not able to fly, not able to go anywhere. So today I'm going to have some fun and I'm just going to go for it. Right? Just going to go for it. Boop. Boop. There we go. You had a boop and then you had a boop with a question mark. There you go. It's beta time. It's beta time. I'm so excited. Okay. Got to focus, though. Got to focus on what I'm going to call the fortress here at Egret Tours. Now, this is one of the hidden places in the wasteland in Fallout 4. Actually, one of the last settlements that I discovered right here next south of the Coast Guard, and across right over from Scrap. Right here, the Egret Tours Marina, which is the one we're working on. We got 3 left. 3 to go. So tonight is going to be the night to watch because I'm going to go to it. I'm going to go right to it. We're going to boogie, boogie, boogie as fast as we can. Now, we're going to inset our walls. We've already kind of started it a little bit. And we're going to also create some kind of ramp area for us to walk along there so people can get up on those ramps if they so need to. We're also going to put some guards up there, use our jetpack a little bit, bring those down for now. And let's get the outer wall going first because that's always the best way to start. And then we'll work on our mega vault and go from there. And again, now the first thing we want to do is do about 4 of these, right? You want to do about 4 of these or so. And then, of course, you want to bring it down. Obviously, it's floating, so I hit E, and then I hit E, let go of E, hold down E again, and then scroll wheel, which, of course, allow you to go perfectly straight up and down if you don't move. Right? So there we go. Looking better, but, of course, this one looks like it needs to go down a little bit further. And then, of course, you can better match that kind of cascading edge when the edge is going downward. Right? So now you've got a nice edge there. And then the same thing here. We're going to go ahead and bring that down, match that up. Looking good. Now, again, the reason why I'm leaving a bit of a gap is so, of course, we'll have the ability to put the kill box in. The kill box will be able to shoot over it. Now, the reason why you want to just do a few of them is look at that, how it's totally crooked. Right? It's going a little bit crooked there, and we don't want it to be crooked. We want it to be somewhat straight. Not that it's going to help us because you know what happens is usually one side is crooked or different from the other side anyway. So I'm going to take this last piece out, and I'm going to go ahead and hold down E. And that's going to give me the entire wall. I just picked up the entire wall. And now that allows me to better kind of fine-tune it and straighten it along there. And I'm going to go ahead and just put it, let's say, how much room do we really need? Let's say right about here. Oh, and if I press the right button, it'll actually put it down too. There we go. Oh, nope, still crooked. Hold down E. Let's get a little bit more fine-tuning. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Now, again, notice how it keeps the cascading effect of that thing as well because we're holding down E. We're fine-tuning that baby. Also, thank you to Nigel 3000. Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons. Welcome, welcome. Thurlow's coming in. Love it when you go right to it. That's right. We're going to go right to it up in here. We're going to go right to it, and not only are we going to go right to it, it's going to be the most building in one stream you ever saw. That's right. We got 3 mega vaults we got to do. We're doing nothing but mega building tonight. So settle in, get yourself some popcorn, say you love your significant other, but you're not going to see them for a few hours because you're going to be busy watching my stream. Or get them to come over and snuggle up with them and buckle up because we're going to get this going. We're going to get it going right up in here. And we're going to do that. Ah, look at that. Crooked. Still crooked. Let's hold down E again. Get the whole wall. And look at that, everybody. Isn't that nice? That is so nice to kind of correct that as you go. And again, notice it's keeping that kind of cascading down effect. Love that feature. Love that feature. Now, be careful, though. If you're too close to something else, like your mute fruit or something else like that, then it will accidentally grab your mute fruit. So I'm going to go ahead and just take this mute fruit out of here. It's doing me 0 good right now. Like so. And I'm also going to go ahead and take the supports of the kill box out. Don't worry, I won't leave that like that. I can't handle it when it's floating. I can't handle it when it's floating. Now, another thing I'm interested in finding out, don't tell me, I want to find out when I play, is the fact that does it have real physics in Fallout 76? Meaning if you put something up there, will it fall down? Now, I'm assuming not because it's, of course, based on the Fallout 4 engine. And we will test all of that stuff, of course, on Tuesday. Apparently, we know the time, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So a full 4 hours of Kismet in there messing around. You know I'm going to be doing... Oh, look at that. I fix it one way and it goes the other way. There we go. Actually, I want to go a little bit back this way. There we go. Yeah, so I will be testing everything out. We'll be testing out all the basic. I will try not to be spoiling anything for you. I know a lot of you that want to play the game, so I probably won't be doing a lot of questing. I'll be doing some basic stuff like figuring out the crafting, figuring out the camping system, figuring out the skills and leveling up a little bit, fighting mobs, stuff like that that doesn't actually spoil the storyline. I do not like to hear about the storyline. I don't look things up on wikis. I don't do any of that stuff until I have actually played. The stuff I like to learn about is the stuff I usually talk about here on stream. Like if somebody comes in and says, Kismet, where are all the power armors? I'll be like, not going to tell you. Not going to tell you. I'll give you a little hint, but I won't tell you exactly where stuff is because I want you to have that moment that I had, where you went around the corner and you went, oh, XO1 power armor, right, for the very first time. Yeah, I want you to have that moment when you're gaming just like I got to have in mine. So I never try to steal someone's, excitement or moment like that. There we go. Come on, you feisty. It does not want to do it. It just wants to grab the whole wall. All right, well, let's just do this. Just snap it down. There you go. Snap this one down. Yeah, workaround. Workarounds. All right, so we got that going. Now, I kind of feel like this is a little too close, but we also notice this what just happened there. We have the provisioner coming in, so we need to watch out for that. We need to, of course, open up this road here. Let's go ahead and see how that looks. Now, we can always mess around with that later, but we're going to just go right to it here and put that down. Now, we're going to go ahead and use the largest door that you have in here. And again, we're going to play some Fallout 76, and we're going to compare it to Fallout 4. Now, again, I'm sorry, but I'm not able to play Fallout 76 at the convention. One, they do not have the ability to do Xbox, and two, to stream Xbox Live. I'm sure they can play it live at the thing. But the Streamer Zone does not have the ability to do it live at the show. Let's go ahead and bring this one down a little bit. There we go. We can try to match that other one up on this side down a little bit. There we go. Nice. That was floating on that side, so I had to fix that. Now, another thing you want to do, of course, when you do your walls here and you're lining stuff up, is you want to run the wall first. Now, I was just testing that to see how wide that is, to see if they could make it through there, and they can. So I'm going to actually just move this out of the way temporarily. Like so. And then what we're going to do is we are going to build our wall first. And then we'll have our wall nice and straight and lined up to the rest of the wall. Like so. Now, of course, nothing's ever straight because the actual width and height and whatnot, the width and length of the settlements are never perfectly square. As you're going to see, it's going to start to either go in or go out. Actually, that's pretty square there. The second I say that, then that's when it does it square. But normally, it doesn't do it square. Normally, you have to go in and kind of fine-tune it. We're definitely going to have to fine-tune it when we get down here, because I can already see that it is kind of cutting in slowly toward that edge. And we'll get that going, but we want to go ahead and just put the rest of this in, and we'll fix the wall heights and all that stuff here in just a moment. And then turn my sound back up just a little bit. There we go. Also, right now, I'm not really using my power armor, so I can go ahead and get out of my power armor here. So we don't have to listen to him going clanky, clanky, clank, clank the whole time. There we go. And let's go ahead and get back to it. Now, notice, by the way, when you're out of your power armor, everything is green versus yellow. That does happen quite often when you switch from one to the other. And again, this is why I like the concrete kit. Look at this. I put it right through the wall, and everything's nice and lined up like that. So you're right against that rock. And again, we're going to build this as high as we can. We're going to call this particular location the fortress. Of course, now I need actually need my power armor. So I'm going to fly up on top of that thing. That's funny. The second I get out of it, that's when I need it again. TJ coming in. What's up, TJ? How you doing? Sooty Mite coming in. Kismet Killbox. You know it right over there, baby. Kismet Killbox always standing at the ready. That's all you need. Of course, we're going to test that out in Fallout 76. I did hear a funny story from one of those videos where somebody was sitting there playing music and they had all their turrets in the bushes. And then, of course, all of a sudden a bunch of people came up and tried to get him. And, of course, the turrets wiped him out. Great battle tactic. Absolutely fantastic idea. We'll have to test that out as well. But we're going to completely block this in even at the detriment of our purified water. If we've got to go in and readjust our purified water or remove it, then that's what we're going to do. And we are going to make this an absolute fortress here. And again, I'll be checking out the differences between the building in Fallout 76 and Fallout 4 and giving you some tips of what I've learned. And I'm not sure I'm going to have enough time to put a guide together before TwitchCon, but I will definitely come back and see if I can get some of those guides going on, because I know you guys like that, and I get asked that all the time. Kismet, when are you going to do another guide like you did that Overseer guide and all of that? I will try. Now, that one's just at a little bit of an angle. Now, I hate the sound of these things. I hate them. Scrap them. Bye-bye. Go bye-bye. Ah. Go bye-bye. There we go. And, of course, Pokemaster coming in. Pokemaster Andre. Like Andre the Giant. One of my favorite wrestlers of all time. The man himself. The man who has never been defeated. He only lets people win. That's how amazing Andre the Giant is. How amazing would that be, to be so good at what you do that the only way for others to win is to let them win, right? That's pretty amazing, I think. All right, we'll go ahead and store these, and let's go ahead and fix this doorway right over here back to our large doorway. But this way the Brahmin can get in without getting stuck. Now, I would love it if they would have this, right, but be an automated doorway. Now, for everything, of course, that they've created, there's always something... oh, we should do the other side first. There's always something more that you want, because they don't have as many pieces as you would really want. And they said themselves that this was really a test. This was really a test in Fallout 4. It wasn't like this was the primary part of Fallout 4, was the building. Really, the storyline and whatnot is the primary part of Fallout 4. Now, I love Fallout Shelter because you can build yourself a vault, and I think that was an absolute home run. And my vault has been running for over 1,200 real-life days, non-stop. Wow, that is way crooked, bro. That is way crooked. Should have just left the other one, but whatever. Whatever, let's get that a little bit straighter. Whoa. That's not even close. Come on. Try that again. Try that again with less fail this time, hopefully. No guarantees. Little bit. All right, a little bit off to the side. Let's move this one. And we'll angle this just a little bit. Tapping A. And, of course, using that mouse to try to angle it a little bit. And then, of course, clicking the left mouse button so that we can control that rotation. Little bit of space there. I'm saying we're just going to block it. We're just going to block it. Now, the great thing about the concrete kit, of course, you can just use these small ones right here. If you feel like, hey, well, you know what? I just want to add one more there just to make sure I got that nice and blocked off. There you go. And that's why I love the concrete kit. Let's go ahead and scrap that one, and we are out of here. Now, I usually only put one entrance because this way they all have to come in through that way, though they will still spawn in your base anyway. So if you're expecting them not to spawn in your base, they are fully going to, for sure. Now, we're also going to block this off on the land and on the sea. So we're going to go ahead and take this out here, go a little bit of a swim, and we're actually going to scrap anything that's on the back here that is blocking our progress. Right over here. We're going to be producing less purified water, but that's okay. They don't call me the Wasteland Tycoon for nothing. We're already making 100,000 bottle caps. Usually by about level 5 or level 10, I'm making 5,000 to 10,000 bottle caps. And really, that's as much as you need. That's as much as you need. Very early game. I'm already rich as can be. Already taken over. Get rid of all those noisy things as well. There we go. So that should be good enough to produce plenty of income for these guys. And, of course, they can eventually take over all the settlements while I'm off playing some Fallout 76. I think all of my settlers will be very well off as well. So let's go ahead and put in a wall over here. Now, we could start a wall off of here, but it's already kind of crooked. So I would prefer to kind of start it from that side. So we're going to kind of leave that kind of edge there. And we're just going to go ahead and try to fix a little bit of this. Somehow, some reason it's not going down. Oh, that's because we're so close to the edge of the settlement. Oh, come on. Nope, does not want to go down. All right. Let's try that. Let's try a little bit of that. Now, this you don't have to then use the E and all of that. You can just snap it. Even though you can't see it behind there, I'm a stickler. I'm a stickler. I don't like stuff floating. There we go. That looks legit. And the same thing here. We'll just go ahead and pull these down now to match up to that. And that looks fantastic. Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, we're going to leave that as is. Now, of course, we've also got, who we got? Trap coming in. Thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons. Welcome, welcome. We got another noisy one right here, getting rid of that. We're doing some serious upgrades. Am I hearing that noise? Oh, that's the turrets up there. And, of course, we've also done a height test here with the stairwell. That's what the stairwell is all about. And, again, I don't like to build stuff at ground level. When I can get them off of the ground level, I prefer to have the ground level open, because when they try to rush in and try to attack, then my kill boxes can do their job. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels up. Now, again, we're going to be doing some heavy building. We got 3 vaults to build. We got to boogie up in here. Sha coming in. What's up? How you doing? How's your night going, Kismet? It is going awesome. Big Chief in the house tonight. Oh, look out. We got some unstoppable people in the channel today.
Unstoppable.
That's right. We're going to be doing some stuff. We won't be stoppable tonight because we are going to rock this vault. We're going to be putting a vault up here on the top. We're going to be connecting it down below. We're going to be building an absolute massive fortress. Even though we've only got tonight to do 3 builds, 3 mega builds, we're going to go to it. We're going to go to it. Heavy, heavy building tonight. I'm going to show you some of my best Kismet tips on how to get stuff lined up and ready to go. Of course, the first thing we should do, get that mute fruit out of there. Now, again, don't worry about that food and water. You can take care of that later. They're going to be fine. I've got tons of mute fruit and tons of water already backlogged. And, of course, is also connected to other settlements, so they have tons and tons. They'll be fine while I'm building. They'll be just fine. All right, and we're going to go ahead and build on this outside edge here. Now, it is important to know that where they spawn, so they do spawn right here in this corner, typically up here in this side. Sometimes they will actually probably spawn inside the base here, so I've got to watch out for that. Let's go ahead and bring that down just a little bit. I say we start that one down as well, and then we're going to go ahead and build across here like so. And we're just going to keep on keeping on. We've got plenty of resources. We did a massive vendor run last time where we spent 250,000 caps. I probably easily made 1 billion caps in this playthrough. Easily. Easily. And that's out without even trying. I mean, I could go through and I could grind out caps if I so choose, but I do a little bit of RPing in there where I don't just go and keep collecting purified water and keep collecting. I give it some time to build back up again. And then I keep on keeping on. And I just go grab the cash whenever I need it. Like so. There we go. Bringing that down. How's that looking? Let's get our light on so we can see what's going on there. There we go. Now, again, you don't have to build walls, though. These walls are actually fairly useless. You do not need to use them, especially early in the game, because they will just override your walls and get inside your settlements anyway. And that's something I would really like to see in Fallout 76 is the difference, because there is no NPC. So NPCs cannot magically just get into your settlement, right? Other people will have to try to get into your settlement, right? And of course, they have a jetpack. That's real easy, right? So how do you defend if they have a jetpack, right? Or can you even get a jetpack in Fallout 76? We don't know. We don't know, and not knowing is part of the fun, I find. I love not knowing. That first moment when you stepped inside your first Fallout game and you wandered around and you were trying to figure out what you were up to, where you can go, where you can get your first weapon. You didn't know nothing about nothing. I love that. I love that moment. Now, you notice here that I did a double high here to go over these really high rocks. And, of course, I'll sink these into the rocks later on up here. But right now, we're just going to go up and over. That's why I keep the jetpack on me, or stay typically in my power armor when I'm building in the upper levels like this. Just makes it easier to get around. And we can also build from the outside. And now, see, here's the tough part. See, it's going straight down. Now, I don't necessarily want to go all the way to the edge. I want to come back a little bit so I can just kind of run it across the water there. We've got to watch out also when we hit that kind of thing that's sticking out of the back of there. I wonder if I could scrap that. Let's go see. Nope. Cannot scrap it, cannot get around. Now, if it was up to me, right? If I had my choice, like my sign there, if I had my choice, I would tear all these buildings down because they do me no use whatsoever because I can't rebuild them. I can't go in and re-put the brick in. I can't go in and do stuff. I mean, I could do somewhat, right? I could put some walls and whatnot to kind of patch it up, but I couldn't make it like new. And I think that's one of my biggest disappointments in the building is the fact that I couldn't build it back up like it originally was. And hopefully, eventually that does happen. Like in, great example, like in 7 Days to Die, I could go in there and I can basically tear everything down. I could tear the entire world down to bedrock if I wanted to. I could go in there, tear every building down. I could tear and work the terrain all the way down to bedrock and make it just a big, giant, empty ball if I wanted to. If I wanted to spend that time. That would take a long time, though. But here you can't. You have no control over the terrain. You have no control over, like, there's boards I can't take up. There's certain stuff that is absolutely stuck, and there's nothing you can do with it. You just have to live with it. But in my case, I don't like to live with stuff. I like to have the ability to do whatever the heck I want. Now, that's not going to let me go there. Let's go ahead and try this one. And scroll that one down. Nope. Let's get down here where we can see it a little bit better. Again, holding down E, scroll wheeling, and then just hoping that I can do it, because I can't quite see it down here. When you're trying to do it perfect like that, yeah, it's not going to let me. All right. That's coming down right about there. We might have to go one more out. Let's take this out, and let's go one more out. Of course, we got this fan. I wish everything had a one piece like this, right? Just had a one piece where you could go ahead and offset stuff and work with stuff. But that's what makes the concrete kit so great. So fantastic. I hope they've learned the lessons of the concrete kit, and whoever did the concrete kit is the one who worked on all the Fallout 76 stuff. I hope so. Yeah, it will not let me do it. All right. We'll have to figure that out. Can we bring this down? Oh, we cannot bring that down. Ah, look at that. Oh, way down there I can bring it down. Well, let's just go ahead and try that then. Getting it to bend to your will is always the funnest part for me. And it really likes to fight you sometimes like that. Now here's the trick. See, once we get it down low enough, then we can try to snap one underneath it. We can get one over here and try to snap that one. Really, the point of it is to get it to going one direction how you want it. Yeah. Yeah, Kismet, like a boss move there. Come on, that was a good Kismet tip right there. Look at that, how I reworked it. I tested, figure out what I could do, and then I reverse engineered it and put it how I wanted it to go. Nice. All right, let's get that down into the water. Let's see, how far down is that? That's fairly far down in there. All right, nice. So now what we want to do is we actually want to work our way down and then work our way back up, right? Oh, Angel coming in with a 4 months of sub love. Hey, Handsome, miss me. Can't wait to see you at TwitchCon. Handsome, where? Oh, I see who you're talking about. I see who you're talking about. You said Handsome. Oh, right here. It's dog meat. He's like, that's right. What can I say? I'm a handsome puppy. I'm too cute. I got my, of course, USA band on. Of course, got my thing there. There you go. I knew you were talking about dog meat there. I knew who you were talking about. Or maybe you're talking about Vault Boy right here. I'm telling you, he looks just like me, doesn't he? He's like, we're like brothers, right? Thank you so much for that love. Thanks so much for coming in here and showing that 4 month sub love. Can't wait to see your TwitchCon stream. Yes, it's going to be super fun. Super fun. Oh, man, live from TwitchCon. I can't wait. That is going to be a lot of fun. All right, so we're going to go ahead again. Some Kismet tips for you. Definitely work down from the bottom, the lowest point, and work your way back up. So we're going to go ahead and just work underwater. Now, Be careful when you're working underwater. First, I'm going to show you here. Oh, actually, I have a level up. I have the Aqua Boy perk, so I can stay underwater without drowning. So watch out that you have that perk, or that you just make sure you come up for air from time to time. What were we doing? I forgot what we were doing last time. We were doing something. I can't remember. See, once I get to this point in the game, I'm like level 110 right over here. The game gets real easy, I find. Even in survival mode. Oh, we were doing medic. That's what it was. Doing medic. All right. It gets fairly easy, so we just kind of some of that stuff. All right, so we got to get our butt out of here now. That's going to be the hard part. We're going to have to walk underneath here and up here. Now, of course, if you're not in your power armor, this is a lot easier, but what does happen, and we learned this in this playthrough, is that the current will push you while you're underwater, right? So when you're trying to build and it keeps pushing you the whole time, that can be quite annoying. So if you're in your power armor, and of course you have the Aqua Boy perk, then you can just stay underwater and it won't move you around. It's a lot easier to build. Now, again, another problem here is that it is nighttime, hard for you guys to see, not only underwater, but also out of the water. So again, you'll see me just kind of throw these around randomly around my settlement, just purely for me to use. Like so. And again, we'll forward that time so you guys won't miss any of the action. There we go. You can help 9 to 11 on the 23rd. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, Gwen. Thank you so much for your help. Appreciate it. All right, and there we are. Beautiful day to do some building. Come on, we got to boogie. We got to go. Get in that power armor. Come on, I ain't got all day here. I got to build a fortress. We got to get going. Let's get back in that water. Little bit better. I don't know how much better it is, but a little bit better at least. Let's get into that workbench. And again, we're going to work from the bottommost edge. And we're going to hold that down. We're going to run that down, see if it goes yellow. No, it does not. Oh, boy. This is going to be a tough one. And again, if it's not working, just keep going a bit. And see if you can go ahead and work it down somehow so it ends up at that lowest level. Let's go. E. All the way down. Nope. Let's go ahead and see from here. Nope. Does not want to snap in there. Zero snappage. Alright, let's just go like this then. Work around it. See how it wouldn't let me put it in the ground? But there, if I just bring it down from up above, is that really lined up? Wow! Alright, that was lucky. I just got lined up just by complete accident. Yep. Nice. Okay, so we can go ahead and just put it in. We already got it lined up. Hey, I'll take a little bit of luck. I don't mind. I don't mind a little bit of luck. Now, again, we're trying to put that in there. Again, if you know that works, the power is that you know something works. Now, I know I have the ability to make this work if I reverse engineer it enough to line up all of these walls here across here. And we've already got it. We're already set to go because we've already kind of went past this thing here. Now, the only thing that I'm worried about is this thing up above here. Let's go ahead and see if we can go ahead and just run that from down here. Yeah, so we got that obstruction there. But that's okay. We can also go and walk this particular wall out a little bit by going back-to-back wall like this. And then we can go ahead and try it again. Not letting us. Let's go try another wall. Again, some of my best Kismet tips here. There it is. See, I walked it back and then walked it up. And we can go ahead and work on the rest of that as we come through and we fine-tune it. Now, now's not the time to fine-tune. Now is just the time to get your kind of base-level stuff together. Meaning, if you do all the hardest stuff first. Like, underwater here is pretty tough. Getting it to line up across here can be very tough as well. Fill in those little areas that it's not going to let you do, like right there. It's going to have trouble working there. So we're going to go ahead and just put it up above and see if we can get that to snap. Again, we can always offset this too. Now look, we're running right into the side of the thing here because the wall is going inward, right? So it's kind of going inward a little bit because the angle of this outside angle is a little off. We could go in and we can fix that, but we don't really need to. We could just go in and just catty-corner it, right? Just kind of just give it a little bit of a bounce out. And we're going to do it up here. like this, and then just go back and do it like this. I mean, you don't have to make it too hard on yourself, though I could go back and fix that easily go back and fix it, but you don't really have to. The only point of this is so that nobody could attack from the sea, right? And again, get that going up there, and we should line up right back over here. Nice, look at that, sweet. Liking it. And right there. And then if it's kind of awkward like this, of course, use those small little pieces to fill those little gaps. Looking sweet. That's a done deal right there. That is a done deal. All right. Put that there. Let's go jump back in the water. Make sure that we've got our stuff in here. We'll go ahead and do that second level. Now, of course, watch out that you don't block yourself down here where you can't get out, because in the power armor, of course, I can't swim up to the top. You got to walk your way out. So it's good to leave this kind of gap over here. Now we've got this little edge over here that we might want to go, so they can't swim underneath there. Right, little RP action there. They're not really going to swim under there. They're not going to swim under any of this. But if you want to do it, you're welcome to give it a try. What I would do is something more like this, where I would push this outside the wall, right? Because if you can't quite see it there, this wall right here is actually outside this wall here. The same thing over here. Instead of trying to put it underneath here, which would be pretty awkward, but maybe we might be able to get it. There we go. Alright, you got that one. You can go ahead and just try to put it on the outside of the wall, just to try to block that in. Block that in. There we go. Now we're looking good. Just walk across the top of that wall. And we'll get these other walls in place. We'll look and make sure there's no gaps as well. And again, we're building a massive fortress tonight, everybody. We're building an absolute massive fortress. This needs to go this way. This needs to go forward. There we go. Building a gigantic fortress. Now, one of the cool things about the jetpack is you can actually jump, and if you're close enough to the surface, you can jetpack right out of the water. That is incredibly helpful for when you do get stuck like that. And all right, we'll go ahead and try to get this small one in here in this little corner. Doesn't look like it's going to go, but that's okay. We'll just go ahead and build it on the outside. Like so, and ain't nobody getting through there. Ain't nobody going through there. And again, we'll go ahead and just fine-tune the rest of this. Come on, you. Feisty. Now, here's a way of making it where you don't have to go in the water now. You can actually just go ahead and put down some floors temporarily. Like this, and then you don't have a water problem now. And of course, I could go through and I could cover most of this up with just platforms like this. And you can try to snap them in there. Now, they're a little awkward when you're trying to get them in there, but that's okay. Like this. And then we have this kind of outer walkway that we can do like this. All right, so we go walk side to side. And of course, well, I'll put some ramps and whatnot up there so all my peeps can get up there and defend this side if they so needed to. There we go. Catch up on chat. I was never good at building, at this building stuff. This is helpful. I'm glad it is helpful. Thank you, thank you. I do love to talk about building and talk about, of course, games and whatnot here on the stream. It's one of my favorite things to do. The reason why I have my particular style is talking about how to do stuff and give you new tips and stuff that I've learned along the way. It's because I was watching some streams and basically I'm like, wow, that's really cool. But how do they do it? Because they went past it so fast. And then when I ask them, they say, go Google it. I'm like, wow, that's really rude, bro. That's really rude. So I will not do that to you here in this stream. You can come in, you can ask me, you say, Kismet, how'd you do that, bro? How did you make that fit? How'd you line that up? You're welcome to ask questions all you like up in here. I don't mind at all. Do not mind at all. Oh, just follow those chat rules is all I ask. There we go. Nice little area all the way from one side to the other. Look at that. Yeah, let's go ahead and fill this in over here too. Not sure we're going to get that down in there, but sometimes you can kind of work it, right? Kind of work that angle. Keep moving around, keep rotating. Oh, so feisty. Feisty. All right, let's go ahead and finish this. All right. Now, you might be going, Kismet, where do you get all of your resources? Well, they do call me the Wasteland Tycoon because I do make millions, in the case of billions now, here in Fallout 4. Totally legit. Don't cheat. Don't shortcut. I typically don't use third-party mods. This is my first third-party mod playthrough, and I only use mods that give me what I consider to be what should be in the original game, like 4K textures and stuff like that as well. But there we go. We've got our outer defenses in. We got a little bit of issue here. I say we just say, you know what? We're just going to go ahead and see if we can just double up on the front of that. Put this here. And see if we can snap that right there. We can snap that one. There we go. And then we'll just take this out. Now notice I've kind of just created a layer forward. That's perfectly snapped in there. Right? So they're not going to be able to get through there as well. Now, I'm also not sure if they're going to have destructible walls and whatnot in Fallout 76. That'll be interesting to see. I seriously doubt it. They did say that they can only do a very minimal amount of damage to your base. So even if they nuke your base and all of that, you're not really going to take that much damage. It's fairly easy to repair it, as well as you can just pick your whole entire base up and just blueprint it and take it somewhere else, which I think is super cool. Now, of course, what we're doing now is totally different. We have a whole bunch of different bases that we can go in and do. Hype coming in! Sharky's coming in. What's up, Sharko? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for hanging out. Coming in with a hype. Coming in with that hype. Big time. Now, of course, if I miss a comment or question, feel free to throw it in the chat. Now, of course, I am super crazy about Fallout 76. Not only did I just like YOLO a $600 Xbox just to play Fallout 6 for 2 days, and of course I want to play Red Dead on it as well. I'll let my kids play on it. I decided I'm going to play Red Dead on it. I didn't buy it for that reason. And it has one game on it right now and one game only, and that is Fallout 76. We're going to be playing the beta tomorrow night. Apparently it starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I will update my schedule. And of course it will vary based on those beta times. So I will be doing nothing but playing Fallout 76 and learning all the mechanics and all that stuff and sharing it with you guys. But no spoilers, no story spoilers or anything like that. I will try to avoid all of that. I think that looks good. Now, I could go through and build the rest of the wall and do all that stuff, but you'll see that I work on the hardest parts first, and then I come back and I work on all the rest of that, because that may change over the build, right? So we've got that going. We've got this going. How many of those I got over here? How many got those standing around over here? Well, let's go ahead and save, because we did a lot of fun stuff there. There we go. And now what we're going to do is we're going to figure out how we're going to do our vault. That's the kind of the maximum height we can do our vault right there. So we've already got that kind of figured out. So let's go ahead and take this back out here. These stairs. Now, these stairs were just to check the height. Like that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to think about how they're going to get into the vault. Right? How they're going to defend the area. And so forth. Now, what I want to do is in this one, I want to have a double entrance, I'm feeling. Right? And I may change my mind. But I can already kind of visualize the entire vault in my head. That's right. I can see the entire thing in my head right now of what I want this vault to end up. But for you all, you'll have to just wait and watch me build it. Get out of the way, lady. Go put some clothes on. All right. Let's go ahead and try to line this up. Now, what I want to do is I want to line this up to, again, where we have two entrances. And again, my people love to troll me. Now, if they're trolling you, by the way, the best thing to do is to get them way out of your way by go ahead and getting your bell. Or you can use the siren, but the siren's really loud and annoying. You can get your bell, right? And then go way back on the side over here. Way away from where you're at. Where you're working. Put the bell down. Hit the bell. Then get the heck out of there as fast as possible. Now, of course, they'll walk all the way over there and get out of my face. There they go. They'll walk over there and get out of my face for a few seconds while I'm trying to build. Great tip for you there. Oh, get out of that vault. Let's get over here into this vault. There we go. And, of course, we're working with the vault-tec kit, the most frustrating kit in the game because a lot of the stuff does not snap together. It is difficult to make it do what you want it to do. But we're going to bend it to our will tonight. Now, I want this to be as close to this building as possible, like that, because that's going to be my main entrance on this side. And then we're going to go ahead and work with some pieces here to create another entrance on the other side. So we just need our four-way one. Here it is. We're going to go ahead and snap in these four-way ones just so we can kind of perfectly line this up in the other direction. Now, it's not going to let me do one there, but that's okay. Let's walk it forward just a little bit. And let's see if we can get one here. Nope, still can't get it there. I'm going to say probably right there is good. And then we can go ahead and put in an entrance also from this side. Now, I love these kind of ramp entrances, but sometimes they take up a lot of space. Oh my gosh, that looks awesome. I like that. That looks awesome. I like the double entrance. Very cool, very cool. Now, also what we could do is just simply go in and, of course, do something like this. Of course, we're blocking the doorway here. And if we move it any further this way, it's going to be out in the water. So I much prefer to do something more like that so we're not blocking. And again, if you can walk up there, they can walk up there. Right? If they can walk under there, then you can walk under there, they can walk under there. And again, right here, try to walk up on there. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. And of course, if you want to really make sure that they can get up there, just go ahead and snap a little atrium floor right there. That's going to help them a lot. And the same thing over here. We'll go ahead, take this out. We'll leave our kill box up there for now. And then snap a little atrium floor in there. Now, of course, if you are really concerned with it, you can also go in and try to snap in some floors. Now, one of the problems is this does not snap to this. So how do we make that little mini stair snap to that one? Well, we got to work around it, of course. We've got to go ahead and use the atrium floor to go to the concrete floor, then to the concrete floor. And I'm going to speed up, so if you miss anything, let me know. And then we can go ahead and do this, like so. Super easy mode. Then we can go ahead and say, oh, well, wait a minute, we want to put that back in. Well, we can because we, of course, have this stairwell, which is going to allow us to re-snap the atrium floor back in there, and there you go. Super easy mode. You're welcome. I just saved you tons of time. I just saved you tons of time of your life trying to figure that out. And then right over here, let's go. We're going to go ahead and put this down. Again, take this out, put that there, take this out. And by the way, when I'm not playing on stream, when I'm playing games off stream, this is the speed in which I go. I go very, very fast. Sometimes I go even faster than this when I'm not talking. I go very, very fast. But usually on stream, I slow down specifically for you guys because I'm always thinking about you guys when you're watching on stream that I don't go too fast. And you're like, Kismet, I missed what you did, bro. Look at that. Now that is a cool entrance. That is super cool. Hey, Blizzard, what's up? What is up? Thanks for being here. Mr. Marlin's coming in, dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoon. What's up? What's up? What's up? DJ Mahler coming in. Stop and sup, dude. Stop what? Stop being awesome? Sorry, I can't do it. I can't do it. I've tried. I've tried to stop being awesome, but it's just too hard because you know what happens when you even got your own theme music. There you go. I'm just too good. What can I say? Nah, I'm just messing. I'm just kidding. Hey, Kismet mods and fellow Fallout fans. Hope everyone is doing good today. Yes, oh my gosh, 2 more days. Fallout 76 dropping. I am beside myself. I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know what to do with my body. I don't know what to do. I was pacing around today. I've got Fallout 76 coming up Tuesday and Wednesday. We are going to play the heck out of that sucker on Xbox. And then, of course, kind of phase out a little bit there. Darn auto focus. Why must you turn back on every single stream even though I turned you off? And then, of course, we are also going to go to TwitchCon. I'll be streaming live from TwitchCon, giving you Fallout 76. If you want to win Fallout 76, you can win it right here. If you want to win cash money, you can win it right on this stream. Hit that follow button right up there so you know when I go live on Saturday, 1:30 p.m. Pacific, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's right, bringing you the epic loot. Bringing you that epic loot. So we got the epic entrance here. Now, of course, we want to line it up right up there. Now, one of my favorite things to do, of course, is the switchback. So if you want to do a switchback instead, right, something like this, where you can go ahead and just kind of snap her in there and then switch her back into the next thing. Now, this actually does work. This will go in here, but you have a bit of an obstruction with this. So we need to get in there, get it going on. Paltheon's coming in, dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button and becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons. Come on in, get yourself some Nuka-Cola, whatever you need. You got radiated from being out in the Wasteland. Well, go ahead. Plenty of free stem packs, whatever else you need, some Radaway. Get in there, use it up, courtesy of the Wasteland Tycoons. Right up in here. Now, of course, if you would like to be part of the Fallout 76 beta, be part of the Wasteland Tycoon 76 crew, you can do so. If you want to get information on setting up your thing for the beta, what's new in Fallout 76, a bunch of questions that we've asked on the forums and got the answers to, you can find all of that stuff on the Discord, discord.gg/Kismet. I know, super easy, right? Super easy because I'm also partnered with Discord as well. Love those guys over there. Incredibly great product as well. So we would need to get this going. Now, of course, we can't quite snap it right there because we have a bit of a problem there because of that overlap. But I'm going to show you, of course, the great universal piece whenever you're doing this stuff. That's right, the atrium floor. Super, super useful. Of course, I could also put another box on there, one of these as well, one of these little suckers. But I'm just going to go ahead and use that just to show you how easy it is to use that piece. Just to snap it however you want. Now, of course, we'll put supports and all that stuff in later as well. Now, of course, we could also just make this kind of a spiral stairwell, which I've done many, many times. But I don't know. That just looks totally cool. All right, let's go ahead and use our jetpack to get up here and see what level we're at. Now, we're at that level there, and this looks like it's going to be a little bit lower than we typically do. Now, we're going to try to snap that in there. There we go. Little bit. Looks pretty close. Now, again, we need to not go past that level. Otherwise, what will happen is we won't be able to put our ceilings in. So we're going to go ahead and just see how close we are as well. Notice I'm using the jetpack. Oh, there's some stuff over there. Notice I'm using the jetpack. That's fine. That's perfect level right there. It's a little bit lower than what we had before, but that's fine. That's fine. We know we're at least not above where we were. And this is going to be awesome. So we're going to run that right up there. Now, of course, we're going to build a gigantic thing. Of course, we've also tested the roofs here so that we know that we can put the roof on. We know we can put our lighting in. We did all that testing last time. If you missed that, you always want to test your pieces and then test your roof tile pieces so you know you're not too far above the settlement where you can't build. There we go. Oh, man, this is going to be epic. Now it's time to check the perimeter. Now, by checking the perimeter, I mean that you go around and you literally make a perimeter of how far you feel like you want to build. Now, I kind of feel like I want to make my settlement here kind of pop out a little bit, right? Kind of pop out. We'll create kind of like a little opening right here, a little outside edge where they can walk to the side and kind of shoot down at all the people who are outside the edge, right? So we'll kind of back this up just a little bit, but we're going to go out to right about there, and then we'll go ahead and walk this edge down like this. And you're like, Kismet, you're wasting resources. Oh, I'm the Wasteland Tycoon, bro. I'm making 100,000 bottle caps every couple days in game. I don't need to worry about resources. If I need more resources, I'll just literally go buy me some more. We spent 250,000 caps yesterday. 250,000, and I've already made like 1 billion caps in this one playthrough alone, let alone all of my playthroughs combined. This is my 6th playthrough. I have played 2,500 hours, plus right here live on Twitch in Fallout 4. I've played all the Fallout series. In fact, I probably was playing Fallout before some of you were born, as well as I've probably seen it before most of you as well, because I got to work for a pre-press company. I've been a graphic designer for 25 years. I worked for a pre-press company, and they had their client was Interplay. So I got to see a lot of those games when they first came out. Of course, Interplay, one of the greatest game manufacturers of their day. I loved a lot of their games. Out of This World. Some of you might have been a fan of that. Out of This World, 3 Vikings, Battle Chess, of course, Fallout, and just a whole score of other ones as well. Oh, man, so good. So many great games from back in the day. And look at this. That's good enough. That's good enough. We got that lined up. So that's how big of a vault we're going to build. That's right. That's how big. We're building mega today. We're not doing no mamby-pamby little baby vaults up in here. We're building the big stuff. And of course, we've only got tonight. We got tonight to do 3 mega vaults. We got to get going. We got to get going, and Kismet's going to be building fast, fast, fast today. I'm going to show you the speed. Show you the speed right here. Look at this. Tab and E. Tab, E, tab, E, tab, E, tab, E. Using that jetpack to get back up here on top. There we go. Looking good. Taking down anything that's going to obstruct me from up here. We're looking good. Now we need to decide, what do we want to do? What would make this area unique than any other area? What should we do? I'm kind of feeling like center support over here, center support over on the middle, and then over on the side to have a nice big back area there. And then here in the front, of course, we probably want to do our kind of lounge and our food up here. This is where they'll kind of hang out, of course, all of our scrapping stations and whatnot. And I kind of feel like instead of just building a gigantic atrium, is that we'll use the room kits and get that going and create some different rooms for those different things. So let's go ahead and start by transitioning from the atrium kit to the room kits. Now, of course, I don't know why it doesn't just snap. Don't blame me, everybody. But we're going to go ahead and let's just start with a nice cafeteria here. And we're going to go ahead and just snap that. Just like that. And you're like, Kismet, that makes no sense, bro. Why do you do that? Well, because you can't just take this room and just snap it to the side of this atrium floor. I don't know why. It snaps to everything else, and it snaps to other kits. Why that atrium floor does not just snap to the room kits, I don't know. And hopefully they fix a lot of the snapping issue in Fallout 76, and we'll be testing that for sure while we're there. So we got to go from doorway or window to window to make that transition. Now, there's about 3 or 4 different ways of doing it. I find the doorway to doorway the easiest transition. Now, once you have that piece, you're off and running. That's it. You're good to go. You can go ahead and just do this, put that one down, then take these pieces out, and then, of course, build whatever the heck you feel like building. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and walk this out. Again, we're going to leave a little bit of a ramp on the outside here, so I'm going to go ahead and just build. Let's go, let's go. Now, we might have to get some resources at some point because this is going to be an incredibly humongous build. And we're going to go ahead and just run that along there. I actually kind of feel like maybe we should back that up by 1. Hold on a second. Let's just back this up a little bit here. And we'll go ahead and put our side ones in. Now, I'm going to put a bunch of windows in. I seriously doubt I'm actually going to put the windows themselves in because we only got so much time. But we're going to go in and build a nice edge there. And then we're going to look at where we want to put our ramp. We want to put our ramp just on the outside here, just beyond there. We're going to take this one out as a something that tells us where we want to stop. And we'll put our corner in. We'll put this in. Of course, we want a doorway in here, so we're going to put a doorway in. Thank you so much to, who was that? Austin coming in. Thank you, Austin, for coming in. Also, Dad coming in, and Palthos, and Mr. Marlins as well. Thank you, all of you, for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons right up in here. My name is Kismet. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. I love me some Fallout. In fact, I am so incredibly addicted to Fallout that I bought Fallout 76 twice. That's right, I did. I bought it twice. I bought it on the Xbox to play it for a total of 2 days. This week, we're going to be playing on Tuesday and Wednesday in the beta, if we can. Of course, we'll hopefully, we know at least Tuesday. And then, of course, I will be playing it via my Collector's Edition, which I have bought for PC. And we'll be playing that next Tuesday as well. Now, typically, I stream starting at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I do bonus streams from time to time. Notice I'm doing this whole side scaffolding first, just to make that a little bit easier. There we go. That'll be the whole side area where they can stand right here and shoot right down at anybody who's right along the edge of that wall. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. And I'll go ahead and take this out and back to our room kits. Again, I'm going to be going much faster than I normally go. I hope you don't mind. We got a lot to do. We got a lot to do. All right. I kind of feel like we should go about halfway here. Give them a nice little big lounge area here. And put that right there. And we want to think about our walkway at this point. How are they going to get around? Kind of feel like something like that. Like that's looking good. You know what? I think I want to extend that a little bit further this way. Let's go ahead and move these over here. like this. And then we'll go ahead and put in a nice doorway over here. Kind of feeling right there. And then put in windows. Now, of course, normally in a vault, you don't want windows in a vault. And if you do want windows, you can go ahead and just pretend like they're outside by putting this like a little mountain thing in there if you want. But one great thing about the vault-tec kit is that it does actually protect your people while they're in the vault. So if they try to shoot through the windows will actually protect them, which is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So we want one more window here. Oh, that's a atrium kit. My bad. One more window. And then we'll go ahead and put in the rest of this. And let's go ahead and put a doorway in. Say, yeah, right there in the center. And then we'll make it where we can go ahead and see into the other room. Like so. More windows out here. And, oh, put that down. There we go. And corner. And as you can see, I've built a few vaults before. In fact, we're building a vault at every single location across the Commonwealth. There we go. We've got a nice little dining area. That area is done. Let's go ahead and transition to another area here that we're going to do. Now, over on this side, we're going to go ahead and just use a basic room here. Let's see. What do we want? Security? Nah. Let's go ahead and do something along a clinic line. There we go. Kind of a clean area for us to go ahead and do scavenging and whatnot. Now, of course, when you put this in, if you're going to put your windows in, I would put your windows in first before you do that. Before you snap, of course, side to side like that. Otherwise, you can't put your windows in. So make sure to do that first. And then again, we're going to go ahead and fill this all in over here. And this is fairly easy now because you already know what you want. See, when you got a general idea of what you want, you can really rock this out big time. Now, of course, we also want to have a doorway right here so they have just instant access into this room if they so choose. And we'll just go ahead and finish the rest of this out. And we know we're going to have a corner here. Now, again, I would like it to be where you can favorite it. You can favorite your pieces so that you can just switch between the pieces that you're working with. Like, I'm working with literally like 3 pieces right now. Right? I'm working with the corner piece, the window piece, and the door piece. That's it. That's all I need to fill in all the rest of this for right now, or the outside edge of this. And then I'll need the kind of center piece. And again, very much like a puzzle, usually best to do the outside first and then come in and do all of this. Now, some of you are like, Kismet, supports, bro, supports. There's no supports there. Always do your supports last. You can waste endless hours, and I've done it. Waste endless hours doing supports only to realize that doing those supports were a waste of time because you changed everything that you did, right? You might be building and you're like, nah, I don't like that and I want to do something else. Well, you've wasted all that time doing supports. And there we go. Now that was a fast build right there. All right. And of course, we want to have kind of a hallway in here. So we're going to go ahead and have a little bit of fun with these utility hallways. And we're going to make it here. This one's going to be a bit of a 4-way hallway. Where's our 4-way hallway? There it is right there. We're going to go ahead and put that right down in there. And we're going to have some fun with these by running this along right here. Now, this is a double window hallway. So we're going to go ahead and run this along right here. These are a little bit feisty, especially when you're standing up here. Now, this one I want to go straight, but I also want it to go to the left. Because we're going to create kind of like a little bit of a outer walkway perimeter where they can walk along the outside edge separately. And you're like, Kismet, do you have this all in your head? Absolutely. Absolutely. That's one of the gifts that I've been given in life is the fact that I can do that. Now, of course, that's a 3-way utility. I really want a doorway there. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a haul the doorway. There we go. Haul the doorway, but that doesn't give us our left turn. Let's go ahead and see if we can do haul the doorway and get the left turn. There we go. Doorway. The doorway's going in the wrong direction there. Let's take that out. Let's go ahead and try that again. Now, what we can do is, since we're going to run into the wall here anyway, is we can try to snap this in. Now, this is so feisty. Oh, my goodness. Blair and Fire coming in with a 13 months. Oh, sub love. Thank you so much. Let's see that love and hype in the chat for them as well. Wish I could go to TwitchCon. I know, man, you would be getting some epic loot if you're going to TwitchCon. Of course, if you did donate to help get my mods at TwitchCon, that's right. I spent 3,000 hours live here on stream raising funds to take 5 of my mods at TwitchCon, because you know what? I like to do kind things for other people. We're going to have a fantastic time. You guys are going to get to meet my mods, and of course, they're going to be handing out loot drops to all of you, so they'll be your favorite people at the show. You could be getting free candy bars. You'll be getting, of course, Kismet loot drops. You'll be getting the Kiz caps and all the other fun stuff. I was required to take the stickers out. I did put a bunch of stickers in there for you guys, but I am required to take those out, so I'll be spending part of my time at TwitchCon doing that. Of course, I'll have to call in my full team to help me out with that. So, people, don't be telling me you got other stuff to do. I need some help with that. There's no way I'm going to get that all done myself. Some of my mods already said, yeah, I got your back, Kismet. I got your back. So we'll have to pull that out because I sent a 60 or 70-pound box to TwitchCon with all of those chocolate, with all that chocolate and all of those loot drops in there, as well as the fedoras that we're going to give away to you guys. And, of course, T-shirts and all sorts of epic stuff to give you guys while we're there. So make sure to be for that community meetup, which is also going to be on Saturday. So I'll be streaming live from TwitchCon from 1:30 p.m. Pacific. Then I'll be done probably around 3 o'clock Pacific time, and then right about 3:30, because that gives about 30 minutes to get everything ready and give everybody a chance to get there. And then we're going to, of course, for about 30 minutes, we're going to have a meetup, and I'll be giving away stuff, and we'll be doing some trivia. So make sure you know a lot about my stream. Maybe we'll be watching some of those past videos on YouTube, so you know my secret answers here on the stream. I'm going to hit you with some Kismet trivia, some Fallout trivia, some fun stuff like that. And, of course, you can win some epic loot. There we go. I need to head out. Have a great stream, Kismet. Thank you, DJ. You have a great night. You have a great night. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here. All right. Let's see. All right. All right. Hold on a second. I got to press some buttons and flip some switches. There we go. Got to press some buttons over there. I got to get my my chat for some reason is still doing that kind of what I call sticky chat, where it doesn't scroll up. It doesn't have a tendency to scroll up well. I'm going to go over here as a backup. There we go. There we go. So again, I will be there. Illuvatar, you going to be at TwitchCon, bro? You going to be? The secret is purified water. GG, game over. Well, that's just the getting started. That's just the getting started. You still got to build. You still got to do all of that stuff as well. You still got to master all the other skills, not just the purified water. You got to do all the rest. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going with our utility stuff here. Now, see, we got a bit of a problem here because this particular piece does not actually go the direction that I want it to go. Right? I want the doorway to be on this side. I want the doorway to be straight and not angled like that. Now, of course, you've got these kind of prefab walls that you can do as well, kind of like that. Now, if you are not overriding the building limit like I am right now, doing that is a real terrible thing to do. Now, look at this. See, I can go ahead and just kind of piecemeal this, right, piece by piece. Now, this is kind of awkward here where it doesn't snap there. Let's take this piece out and see if we can get it to snap. There we go. Now we can snap it outwards. But this piece is going to be real awkward when we go to run our walkway. So again, something like this, we could go in and do that, but then, of course, it does mess you up with all your other pieces. So I would have preferred to have a great piece there. And also, it will make it where you run out of the ability to build, which is a huge bummer. Huge bummer. So let's keep working through here. Let's go ahead and see what we can find. Utility stairs. We've got also this kind of four-way hallway, which goes to a doorway, but the doorway is in the wrong direction. Let's go ahead and try this one here. Again, this one's going to go this way, doorway in the wrong direction. But we could just work it like that, and we can just leave it open. Or what we can do, of course, again, what you just saw me do, is kind of override it by sticking this at the end, and it becomes a doorway. So you can actually put a doorway end cap on there and then actually turn it into a doorway if you so choose. But we'll take that out for right now. We'll come back to it later on. So again, let me catch up my chat. Sorry that my chat scrolls so slow today. I might be missing a bit of your chat. Dragon Heartstring hanging out in the chat. I see you in there. Mixer Marlin wishes he could go to TwitchCon. Hey, I wish I could take everybody to TwitchCon. With that, Jazz Hands. Jazz Hands for you, Eyes of March. There you go. Shouting me out, the silly goose, DJ. Yes, he does. There you go. There you go. Again, I hate missing my chat. If I do miss your comment or question, just feel free to throw it in there again. I don't mind at all. Let's see. Austin says, gotta have the overseer's office if it's gonna be valid. That's true. Austin Sticks, are you new to my stream? Watch this. Who has an overseer's office in their stream except for me? Watch this. I've always got an overseer's office because this is my overseer's office right here. And I even got my name on my desk. Overseer Kismet. That's right. Who else has got that on Twitch? Only me. Who else has got a stealth boy? Only me. Let's get back to it. Not going this year. Oh, man. Oh, I think you already told me that. Sorry to hear that, bro. Sorry to hear that. But I was going to hook you up, man. I'm going to hook you up with some sweet, sweet stuff while you were there. But next year, everybody, we'll have some fun. Maybe I wonder if they're going to have it somewhere else next year. I wonder if they are. Now, this venue is pretty good, by the way. The San Jose Convention Center is pretty awesome because all of the events are right there by the San Jose I got to do the transition there. Speaking of transition, I've got to transition. Now, here's a little trick, by the way, another little Kismet tip for you. Now, right here, it's not letting me put that piece down. But what we're going to do is reverse engineer this by putting this piece out here. Like this. Take this piece out. And then, again, you notice I will work a lot forward and then backwards again. And then forward again. Like that. Now, of course, if you have not discovered the amazing, the fantastic Illuvatar, please take a moment. If you are in my stream right now, please take a moment. Hit the follow button on Illuvatar over there. Of all the people on Twitch, there's a few people that I really, really hope get partnered, and he is one of those people. And he's been grinding away at it, much like I did before I was partnered. It took me over 2 years to become partnered, and I was turned down again and again and again and again and more and hundreds times more after that. But, again, if you want it bad enough, you got to just keep at it. And you got to try new stuff, right? You got to try new stuff. If some stuff isn't working and, you want to really upgrade your stream and try some new stuff around there, I feel like we should go right here and then turn. Let's go ahead and turn right here. Now, big storm coming in. Going to turn that down a little bit while we're on our storm action. And let's see, we got a nice corner here. There we go. That corner in there. Again, I like to build something different each and every time I build. I kind of feel like I need some access hallways in here. And again, let's go ahead and do a straight room with a side doorway. Right there. And maybe one more. Maybe one more. One more. I like playing PUBG. Like one more there. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and put a kind of a corner in where it'll just go this way. And of course, we'll have access to the whole back area of this. And then we'll go ahead and put a corner in. So what you been playing lately, Illuvatar? I did see you the other day playing some 7 Days to Die. I love me some 7 Days to Die. I can't wait to come out with that Alpha 17. They're just torturing us now. They're just messing with us. I am on the list, by the way, everybody, to play that Alpha 17. I can't wait to play it. I mean, I love some 7 Days to Die. Honestly, I think that Fallout should have integrated some of the technologies of 7 Days to Die into their technology. That would have been amazing. I told them to buy out the Fun Pimps. I said, Bethesda, you need to buy out the Fun Pimps, supersize their technology that they've come up with, and then hand it to all the rest of us. We're going to need a three-way there. Again, notice how sometimes this is awkward. Just getting that to snap in there. It's not going to snap this way. It'll snap that way, but then it's blocking. I don't really want it to do that. Let's go with the four-way. There we go. Very nice, very nice. And one more room to go. There we go. Got that done. And again, normally I would go through and put all the windows in and all of that. But we're going to forego that in this playthrough if we can get this snap. Okay, notice how I move around from place to place? I know that works. I know it goes there. It's just getting it to go there is the hard part. And sometimes you got to be at weird angles. Sometimes you got to rotate left and right with your mouse button. Angle your mouse sometimes. Push forward, push backwards until you get it unlocked. Uh-oh. Somebody got timed out. 7 to die, get 7 days to die, get the viewers, but a little BO4 zombies as well. There you go. There you go. Well, you know, gotta play what you enjoy, right? I only play games I enjoy. Like people like, Kismet, you gotta play Fortnite. And I don't have anything against Fortnite. I'm sure it's a perfectly fun game. But I don't play games just because they're popular. I play them because I enjoy them, and I think it comes across on stream. And that's why I play them. But again, if you like those type of games, hey, play the games you like. I wouldn't worry so much about all the rest of it. I find it works itself out over time. Works itself out over time. Big time. All right. I feel like we want to go all the way out here, too, with this one. And then we'll just put a... We'll just say screw it and put a four-way one in there. Like that. All right. Yeah. Again, sometimes I just, you know, just be creative. Just do something different than you've done before. Kind of challenge yourself a little bit. Let's go three-way utility there. There we go. And that. Oh, one more forward. Take that out. Let's go one more forward. And then we'll double split this. Kind of double back. Actually, let's just put a corner there. We'll just put a corner there. This way they can access the outside here and then go this way and go back and then end up that way. I like that better. I like that better. Let's do that. Very cool. We have this kind of utility hallway where they can get from place to place. And, of course, they can look outside to see if there's any trouble afoot. Thank you so much to Gandalf the Grey. Oh, there we go. The J-Dog also coming in. Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons. Welcome, welcome. Now, if you want to see me all dressed up silly as the Wasteland Tycoon, I will be all dressed up on Saturday, live here on stream from TwitchCon, and be walking around TwitchCon as well. Be looking for my mods. They'll be there as well. Of course, handing out epic loot drops thanks to my awesome supporters, my awesome sponsors who do donate toward all of that as well. All right, that's looking good. Now, I think we just need one straight down this way, and I think we are good to go. Good to go on our utility corridors. Again, this is going to look awesome from the ground. This is going to look amazing. Again, we want to go maybe right to the center here. And then we're going to go ahead and put that four-way utility here. And then we'll give them the ability to go all the way to the end here. And then, of course, this back ramp where they can stand up here and go pew, 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 pew. All right, so that's good. So we added a lot of access ways there. And now we want to add some room over here. So, again, we just go ahead and utilize our super easy atrium doorway. And then back to something else. Now, back over here, we're going to go ahead and, let's see, we've got our food up there. We've got our scrapping and kind of lounge. We've got our lounge and food over there. We got our food production and our scrapping back there. And then back in this area, we'll go ahead and create kind of more of a, I kind of feel like we want to put more of a kind of a common area for their quarters and whatnot. I think I'm going to go with the luxury quarters this time. You know what? Let's go with the Nuka-Cola. Let's go with the Nuka-Cola. Ah, yeah, there we go. All right, so we're going to go with the Nuka-Cola quarters here. Like that. Now, this is actually a mod that you can add to get that Nuka-Cola quarters. And again, you're going to see me just simply just put doorway to doorway so I can start this kit a-going. And then after that, I'm just going to go ahead and fill it in like so. Now, look at that. Ah! Luckily, got the power armor on. Not only just the power armor, but the Nuka-Cola Quantum Power Armor, which you can't quite see. There you go. Nuka-Cola Quantum Power Armor, my favorite power armor in the game. No worries, we've got the jetpack. We can get back up there. There we go. Looks good. Looks good. And of course, that's why I wear the power armor while I'm building. Now, I actually have hundreds of fusion cores, so I don't really have to worry about it. But if this was earlier in the game, I would not waste so much fusion cores for sure. Missed. Missed it by this much. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Nailed it. All right. Nice. Oh, look at that entrance down there. Super cool. Got the whole thing blocked off. Awesome, awesome. All right. Back to the custom room. Now, this particular one is out of order than the other kit, so it really throws me off. It really freaks me out most of the time. So we're going to go ahead and build this room out over here as well. Nice big room for them to chill out in. Like this. Now, of course, the easiest thing to do is, of course, do either the outside first or the inside first. In this case, this is going to be pretty square to match up against all this other stuff here. This doorway is going to end up right here. Come through there. And, of course, we're going to want some doorways on the outside. So we'll go ahead and just kind of decide where we're going to put our doorways. I feel like a doorway there. And then maybe mid area there. Now that makes me want to take that and readjust that so we can walk along there. And then we're going to go ahead and... oh, wait, we need to cut that in. We need to cut that in. No, we've got... it's going to go outside that area. So this is still up against there. Okay, good. Good, good, good. I kind of feel like this is... that's got to go in one. Yeah, that's got to go in one so we can run our thing, right? We better go double check before we get too far. Let's go double check. Yeah, it's because the wall is cascading in. I'm going to have that problem in the back, but it should be fine. Actually, that's fine the way it is. All right, well, let's go do that real quick before we get too far. Again, I like to do all the hard stuff first. Filling in all of the stuff, that's fairly easy. But lining all the stuff up can be fairly difficult because your settlements are not necessarily square. And this is going to be their kind of outer walkway for them to walk around and shoot down at any bad guys. Again, look at our walls cascading in. Now I can go in there and fix that if I so chose, which we'll probably end up doing at some point. Because we'll want to build that way, way up. Oh, tree obstruction. No worries. Run it right through it. You now see this problem here. Now we're going too far beyond the wall edge, so that if they wanted to shoot him right by the wall edge, they could actually tuck underneath there and then be out of line of sight. So we definitely want to fix that. And then right here, of course. Actually, I think I'm going to back that up by one. Right along here. Nope. I want to go out a little bit further. Yeah, so you just stand right here and you can see straight down. That's usually the best angle. Yeah, there we go. Like this. Yeah, you want to get the hard stuff figured out first. Let's see. He said he's excited. Which Fallout? There we go. QB Junkie. QB Junkie said he's excited to watch Fallout 76. Awesome, Gandalf the Great. Awesome. Yeah, I'll be live playing it here on Xbox. And then eventually, when I get my Collector's Edition, I'll unbox that for you guys and show you that as well. And, of course, I will be playing a ton of it here on stream. Ton of it on stream. I have been waiting for a very long time. Some of you are like, Kismet, I don't know about this multiplayer and the fact that it's not Fallout 5. Yeah, don't expect it to be Fallout 5. It's not Fallout 5. They didn't call it Fallout 5 for a reason. It's not Fallout 5. So don't be expecting it to be Fallout 5. It is Fallout 76. It is a different denomination of the game. Again, look at that. We can shoot straight down. Get him there. Shoot straight down. Of course, that's going to cascade in a little bit, so we're going to go ahead. Let's just go ahead and pull that in just a little bit, make it easy. Take that out for now. Make that easy for us to shoot down there. Actually, I should be doing 2 of those. Yeah, because this is gonna be twice wide. Yep. That I should be doing double of those. Hold on, let's go back, just to make this easier. Let's do this. I'm not gonna scrap those. I'm just gonna take those out. Let's do something like this, because this side's gonna be real wide, and I'm gonna have kind of like an outside lounge on this side, and the same thing with this right here. This will be like kind of like an outside lounge where they hang out. You know what we should do? We should do the thingy. The thingy and the stuff is what we should do. We're going to do the Institute here. This would be a perfect spot for an Institute thing. Now, I do also have this thing, which I call the Homemaker, which is actually called the Homemaker, where we could do these kind of glass floors, which look amazing, like this. And we can make our whole outside edge here this kind of glass. Now, it's really shiny in your face, but we can do this kind of outside glass edge. I like that. And then, of course, we do have some other stuff we could put down. What do we want to do here on that edge? Do we want to do the shiny one, or do we want to do... They don't have a smaller one like this other one does. Well, I'm just going to leave it like that because I kind of like... I like the concrete kit edge like that. I think it adds something to the vault. Concrete floors. So I just leave that like that. And then I think the rest of this could be Institute. Let's go. I'm liking it. All right. That was going to look way cooler during the day, but we'll get to that in a bit. Again, this is going to be like a nice outside patio. And we've kind of built something like this over at another location. And we're going to actually, on this outside part, we're going to put some windows in for them to protect them against getting shot, but of course they can also see all the bad guys should they try to show up and get all rowdy up in here. Now, of course, with these Institute walls, you actually got these glass walls, which are just absolutely amazing. Look at that. Beautiful. So you can go ahead and just put up a glass edge on there. Now, of course, they won't be able to shoot down at the bad guys, so we want to kind of think about that. Okay, hold on. Do we want to put that there? Do we want to inset it a little bit and then put this around the outside edge? Now, if I back it up a little bit, though, they won't be able to shoot over that edge anyway. But let's go ahead and see if we can just get away with this. Now, again, you want to experiment a lot before you get too crazy. And, of course, you're going to recognize... Yeah, I can still do that there. You want to recognize when you've done a little bit too much, right? Now, again, this is going to go inward, so we're going to have the same problem on this side that we had on the other side. But believe me, it's going to be just fine. It'll be just fine in the end. And again, we could go through and fix the walls and all that stuff. I doubt I'm going to have enough time to do that. I think it's fine the way it is. As long as it squares off to the rest of the building. Oh, you're so feisty today. Again, we're trying to create this outside kind of guard perimeter. And we're going to run out of steel right there. And actually, I kind of went out a little bit too wide there. A little bit too wide. Let's go ahead and back that up just a little bit. And, of course, we'll go in and add kill boxes in later on. Now, a lot of these pieces, like these atrium floors and whatnot, are just temporary pieces. And I'll show you how to get some of your how to get some of your resources back. Wow. It's really acting funky today. Because I've actually created a ton of these atrium floors now. And if you're sure you're not going to use them, then, of course, you want to get rid of them and reutilize those resources. So you just hit R and then E. right? And then that's going to give me some more steel back, like so. And I'm just kind of backtracking like this. And then we can just go in and build a ton of these and just scrap them all at the same time. Now, it'd be nice to just have a button that says, you know, hey, scrap these 45 ones that I have stored in the workbench. But it doesn't do that. It would be nice. It would be nice, but no. And there we go. So we're going to go ahead and just put these down like this. We're not going to be using these atrium floors. Again, now I don't usually worry about it. I just usually go buy more resources. But in this case, we're going to be doing lots of building. I'm going to show you how to also do that. So basically, we're putting these in just to scrap them. That's just sole purpose. Now again, you lose a lot of resources when you do scrap, so rarely do I ever do this. But, I don't know, I feel like doing it, so there we go. And I'm hitting R and E, by the way, that's why I'm going so fast. And then I leave one, so of course I can snap that last one back in here. 26 more to go. Okay, we're going to be very focused on building today. We got 3 to build. And we are running out of time on this one, but we're getting there. We are getting there. Let's go ahead and just scrap in this direction. I get on the side edge, and then I can just like that. Work my way down here. Get in the middle. You get the idea. And I got some left over as well. But you get the idea. Now what that's done is that's got me 123 steel back. So of course I could use that steel elsewhere in other things. Like we're going to go in and we're going to do the Institute here. Institute floors. And we're going to put those in instead. Now of course these are actually using aluminum and glass. Aluminum actually among your rarest of stuff because you use a lot of that on your power armor. Especially if you're trying to repair your companion's power armor. That can be quite annoying. And of course, we're giving them the beautiful view of the forest here in that direction. Of course, we could also give them a nice view over that way. It's going to look awesome in the daytime. And we're going to keep on going here. Thank you to Trent, as well as Shadow coming in. Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, as well as Get Off Gray earlier. The J-Dog, did I get you as well? Well, I'll get all of you at once. Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons. Appreciate it. Appreciate that love. All right. You got a question or comment? Feel free to throw it in the chat. I don't mind. Just make sure to follow those chat rules. As my mods are watching that chat nice and close. Hey, Yerner Toaster in the chat. What's up, Yerner? Great to see you, man. Great to see you. Oh, man. Fallout 76 is upon us, everybody. It is upon us. We're going to have some fun. Let's see. Yes, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Hey, Marcus, what's up? Hey, it's a Bob Ross. I like me some Bob Ross. You know, there's something that really warms my heart as an artist is the fact that Bob Ross has more views than most people on Twitch. There's something really great about that. I don't know. Running out of time. That's right, Shadow. We are running out of time. Tonight is the last night. We have only got 3 more vaults to go, and that's it. That's it. We done. We done with this playthrough. Though we may come back and visit it again. Don't worry. Don't worry. Some of you will be like, Kismet. Oh, no, we're not going to. No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. Now, we're going to need a doorway in here. Let's see if we get ourselves a nice, cool Institute doorway. If it's going to let us. Oh, we need an Institute wall first. With a doorway. Where is my wall? Oh, boy. We're going to have to offset that. Yep. We're going to have to do that first, then do this. All right. So that'll allow them to get in there. And then, of course, we want to put the glass. Now, this is one of my favorite pieces in here is, of course, the glass piece. Now, look what happens, though, when you do it against that wall. It's going to snap up like that. We don't want it to do that. We actually want it to snap down. The way you work around that is to take these pieces out, then snap it here. Then take this, snap that in there, and then kind of push it forward a little bit, your mouse a little bit forward, so it doesn't snap to the wall, so it snaps to this. instead. Now, this whole entire area is going to stay open, so it should be just fine, like so. And again, we'll come back and we'll add those other pieces back in later. Get this one, and then take these pieces out temporarily. Get that window back in there. Nice and low. There we go. Look at that, everybody. That is super cool. Super cool. So we've got our interior area done. We've kind of figured out our outside edge here with our kind of protective glass here so we don't get shot in the face. Go ahead and make another entrance over here. There we go. Let's take that out temporarily so we can put the glass in. Now, I find that you work a lot forwards and backwards a lot in this game, and I would imagine it'd be the same in Fallout 76, trying to bend it to your will, telling it to do what you want it to do as opposed to what it feels like doing. Notice that I can now put these back here just fine, even though it wouldn't let me put the wall down before. It let me put it down after I put the wall down, and then I could put these pieces back. It works very, very well. Oh, nice. So I see you're using sim settlements. You've ever thought of making a sim settlement city plan? I have already done so at Sanctuary right now. At Sanctuary. Now, at the end of tonight's stream, I will be giving you a tour of all of my settlements. And that's right, we'll go look at every single one of the vaults that we built across the wasteland. I'll be giving you a full tour, so make sure to stay around for that. We'll be doing that more toward the end. We got to finish up this vault here. Now, I don't typically on stream go in and super embellish my vaults, so it's not like I'm going to put little things of Nuka-Cola Quantum and all that stuff up on shelves and all of that. I leave that to you guys. I just show you a bit some kind of ideas or things that might take you in a certain direction, like this. Look at that. That is beautiful. I love it. And then, of course, I let you guys take it to the next level in your build. I don't like to take away the mystery of what you're going to build. So I'm going to leave the back of this open because this is going to be kind of a long kind of patio area for them. And then we'll go ahead and leave the back of this open. And we're going to take these atriums out here and just to make this nice and consistent. Again, you'll also find that I typically try to get away from symmetrical stuff. I don't really like to do symmetrical items. I like to try to make it a little bit non-symmetrical or very non-symmetrical because doing symmetrical stuff is easy. That gets really easy and just gets kind of boring after a while. So I like to challenge myself a little bit by doing stuff that is a little bit more unique, trying to do stuff that is difficult angle-wise, or trying to get stuff to snap or kind of do what you want it to do. So we're going to go and go ahead and just make this whole entire area here one long kind of neat. Oh, that looks awesome. That looks amazing. All right, let's get back to building our Nuka-Cola quarters here. Now, this is where they're going to live. They're going to have a real nice big area over here for them to live. And then we're going to build some smaller vaults at the other locations because they cannot be built as big as this one. This is a fairly humongous area over here. Now, normally you cannot build at this level in the game, and the reason is twofold. One, because you have a build limit and you can't build. In this one playthrough, I've overridden that build limit. Oh, look at that cool little thing there. I've overridden that build limit to do this. And we're doing a custom Nuka-Cola Quantum. Right there. Awesome. Awesome. And then we'll put our corners in. Or actually, we need a corner window, but too bad. Too bad. There's no such thing unless we have separate pieces. And again, look how easy this is. Once you got it down, once you know what you want, you're off and running. Off and running. Easy mode. Easy mode. Faster, Kismet. Faster. Must build faster. Oh, no. We're out of steel. That's okay. Now, again, I'm going to show you why they call me the Wasteland Tycoon. I'm about to literally go pick up about 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70,000 to 100,000 bottle caps here at Spectacle Island, which I call my primary base. Also playing 76, Sergeant's Tuesday. Absolutely. I am so incredibly obsessed with Fallout 76. Oh, great question, FMB. I'll answer that in just a second. I'm so obsessed with Fallout 76 that I YOLO'd a $600 Xbox, which I haven't owned. I haven't owned a console since Sega. The Sega Genesis back in the day. So I saw they had a Fallout 76 edition where you get Fallout 76 and the Xbox, and it's a white Xbox, which is totally awesome. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? It looks fantastic. It looks fantastic. So I went and I bought that. And of course, I got it as an early release version of it. So I got the early version. So, and I was kind of disappointed in the packaging, whatever. There's really nothing Fallout 76 in there. It's just a white Xbox. But I did get Fallout 76. I did hook it up. It did allow me to go through and get it configured. I can actually switch my Xbox right now. I got it where I can HDMI switch now between my Xbox and my PC live here on stream. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. So if we're waiting for the beta or the beta goes down or we can't get on the servers or whatever, boop, we can pop over, do a little building in Fallout 4, boop, pop back over to Fallout 76. So that's how hardcore I am that I would buy an Xbox and put one game on it. It has one game and one game only, and that is Fallout 76, though eventually it might have Red Dead on there. We'll see. We'll see. And of course, eventually, I'll be getting my collector's edition in, which also I did order for PC. We'll be getting that going on the 30th as well. I didn't want that one. The purified water. Now, there we go. 2,000 purified water. Looking good. I accidentally grabbed that cash. Put that cash back in there. Put that thing back where it came from. All right, so we're going to make a quick steel run, and we're going to go right back to it again. Now, again, this takes a massive amount of resources. I could go grind out all these resources and just keep going to vendors again and again and again. But I typically just kind of go back and forth. Stuff falling all over the place. All over the place. Now, I'm overburdened, so it's a little hard to use my jetpack. I'm using my action points to actually walk faster. So we're just going to grab the steel. That's all we're going to grab.
Care to have a look?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Sure.
Let me show you what I've got.
This way I can keep my cash. Now, I want to keep my cash for my vendors. So I'm just going to use my cash, my purified water for that. Now, again, right here, look at that. 33,000 caps just in purified water. It's going to be about 3,700. So we'll get it close. There's no reason to be exact on your first trade. Then you come back later, and you can be a lot more exacting on the second trade because then it does all the math for you. Close enough. Close enough. All right, I'm not going to run through all the other vendors. We're just going to go ahead and jump to Hangman's or to Diamond City. Now, we did learn that you can actually go to both vendors at the same time at Diamond City. Oh, man, I wish I had known that a long time ago. So, yeah, definitely playing it on Fallout. I'm only going to be playing Fallout 76 for 2 days on that Xbox, by the way. That's how hardcore I am. I'll be playing it for 2 days, going to TwitchCon, streaming Fallout 4 live from TwitchCon. Of course, I'll be having my mods come in and telling you what's going on at TwitchCon, as well as I'll be doing epic giveaways. I'll be giving away Fallout 76. I'll be giving away cash money here on the stream as well, and of course, other fun stuff. At the show itself, we'll be having a meetup by the Streamer Zone. So I'll be streaming live Saturday, 1:30 p.m. Pacific, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if any one of my streams you want to be in, that would be the one, because I'll also be on the Twitch homepage as well. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. All right, let's get over here. Let's get some steel.
No sense allowed at the you. Well, I suppose we
You know what I just thought of as a funny irony? I didn't think of this until this very moment, is the fact that she doesn't like synths, but she's using a robot as part of her business, right? Uh-huh. So, yeah. What's up with that? What's up with that double standard there, huh? Myrna. What's up with your double standard up in here? All right. There we go. And while we're at it, we're going to get some of her caps. If I'm trading with the vendor, I'll try to get their caps just so it makes it easy for me to get vendors later at my settlements. And look at this. We can actually go in her house and get the nighttime vendor. Now, normally what I would do is I'd go in the house and I would forward time to get the nighttime vendor so I can also get his stuff because he has a separate inventory. Normally that's what I do, but I don't need to do it anymore. I just run in here, talk to the dude.
Oh, I do hope you're here to make... Uh-huh. I've got a few minutes to browse.
And there we go. Some 308 while we're at it, some shotguns. And, of course, all of that sweet steel. Again, notice his inventory is separate from hers. And he's also got tons of caps, so we're going to go ahead and put that 26, close enough. Close enough, and then finish it up with 795. And again, you notice that I don't keep a lot of caps on me. I actually use my caps as cash money. So 795. Wow, on the dot. Nice. Okay, we outie. We out of here. Find my door. Get on outside. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's going to be for 4 hours. It's going to be from 7 to 11, supposedly, on Tuesday. I'll be playing it. And then if it's on 7-Eleven again, which is actually a convenience store in California, by the way, and other states too, then we'll play it again on Tuesday. Now, on Wednesday. Now, on Wednesday, I have to get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So, normally I definitely have to sleep. So we may just play for a few hours on Wednesday and then allow me to sleep so I can get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Because once I hit flying, I'm going to be flying there, arriving at TwitchCon, doing a whole bunch of stuff for like 20 hours straight. So last year was 24 hours straight. And then I'll finally get to sleep. And then I got TwitchCon the next day. So we'll see how it goes on Wednesday. Wednesday, if I feel like I need to rest before I fly out, then we'll probably go early, a bit earlier, so I can at least get like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. Because otherwise, I'll be like dead. I'll be absolutely dead. And I have a bunch of developer stuff to go to, and parties, and things for Twitch, and all sorts of stuff I have to do. Well, I don't have to do it, but I want to do it. I guess that's the difference. That's the difference. All right, we got the steel. Let's get back. Let's get back to it. Where are we at? Up, right over here. Let's get back to it. Night, Gwen. Hope you feel better. Thanks for being here. Backing me up. As always, my mods are so awesome. My mods are so awesome sauce. Now, we might sneak in some Battlestar Galactica here. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I really like that game. It was super fun. I don't know if you guys saw that Battlestar Galactica I was playing before. We might sneak a little bit of that in. I don't know. I'm debating whether we're going to. We'll see. All right, so I arrived right here. Now, when you appear somewhere, that's usually because, one, you're at the default, or it's your fast travel target. Now, I'm going to go ahead and move my fast travel target up here. If I can. Jet back up there. There we go. Let's move the fast travel target up here. Now, I like to put the fast travel target where I can just run outside and watch people get wiped out. Right? So I'm going to go ahead and just put it right there. Now, also, I'm going to go in and I'm going to go ahead and make one of these little stoves. Over here. There we go. And that's going to allow me to go ahead and take this purified water off me because it is making me overburdened. Then we're going to hit T to drop all that other stuff in the workbench, and we are good to go. And we can go ahead and also put a bed up here would probably be a good idea, so I can work on that temporarily. Now, of course, we're going to go through and fix this whole area up. So let's go in, get our beds in, like so. I hate building in the dark on stream because it's hard for you guys to see what I'm doing. So we'll forward that. Keep on going. Let's go. Which city plan is yours? I don't know if you're talking about just making a city or making an actual city plan using the city plan builder in Sim Settlements. I have not used a city plan builder in Sim Settlements, but I have made a plan of my city in Sanctuary. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Now, of course, Sim Settlements is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, mod in the game. Incredibly fun. If you've never tried it, definitely want to give that a try. Give it a try. And I'll show you guys my Sanctuary one later on. We got to go help our buddies over here at Tavern and Boathouse. Now, we don't have to really do nothing. We're just going to stand here, watch the Kismet kill box do its job, and then go back to work. Never trust a synth. Exactly, Slick. Never trust a synth. Now, if you see me not looting, I may be a synth, so watch out. Watch out, because I am a super looter. I love to loot. Hey, Lord Winter in the chat. What's up? Whoa, hello. Wowzer. Look at that. Holy mackerel. Speaking of putting down your thing, I forgot. I must have picked it up here. I didn't teleport in. I teleported in right there where the explosion was. That could have killed me right there. Woo, that was close. That was closer, Rooney. All right, let's fix that before we do that again. All right, we got to have our little quick travel target. There we go. Yeah, we didn't put it down. All right, now normally I try to put it somewhere again where I can just go ahead and run up there and watch the action. Actually, I'll just put it up here. I'll just put it up here at the top. Scroll wheel that in a little bit. Yeah, right there. So this is where we pop in, we watch everybody get destroyed. But as you can see, it absolutely annihilated everybody who tried to attack before I even did anything. Now, if I didn't come here, then sometimes they lose for no reason. Quick! Cars are evil. They must all be destroyed. There we go. So, yeah, we blew up all those guys. They died. And, of course, this is my vault here at Tavern Boathouse. Tavern Boathouse also making me tons of cash from purified water. We got your memes about. And we didn't even take over the other settlement, by the way. We didn't even take over Covenant. We just left it as is. We left it as is. It's fine. It's fine. All right, back to work. Back to work. Stay focused on Egret Tours. Again, we got 2 more to go after this one. I use them as traps. There you go. There again. So I do have 2,500 hours live here on stream playing Fallout 4. I do love it. I've played all of the Fallouts all the way across. All of the years from the very first one way back in the day when it first came out. Yeah, very, very fun. Who's looking forward to Fallout 76? Everybody in this stream, that's for sure. Oh, whoa! What the heck? How'd you get in my settlement? I've never seen him do that before. Punks! I didn't kill you. That's good. I've never seen him appear up above. What the heck? They appeared up in my settlement. Oh, look at us seeing new stuff today. I've never seen him appear on the second level like that before. Wow. Well, we got a little issue with this vault, don't we? We got a little issue. They're going to appear right there, so we're going to have to put some defenses up there for next time. And of course, the Kismet Killbox did its job, wiped him out over here as well. But yeah, we had to take the matters into our own hands here. And wipe them out. Luckily, we didn't take out any of our other... Yeah, you're ugling up my settlement. Get out of there. You too. Look, I have a nice, beautiful, clean settlement. You guys come up here and get your blood all over the place. Look at this place. It's a mess in here. Yuck. Get my settlers in here to clean that up. Get in there and clean that up, guys. I got other things to do. So, yeah, we had to get busy wiping them out there a little bit. Wiping them out. Dead guys here in the hallway. Bunch of psychos. Bunch of Raiders psychos. All right. And, oh, we're going to bring that all the way out. We should bring that all the way out there, too. Okay, let's get back to it. Oh, we know what we need to do. We need to say no. We need to hit escape. That's twice in a row we almost died. That's twice in a row. We appeared right on those other mobs, and we appeared right on those mobs. Because normally they do not spawn up very high. Apparently, this is one of the few settlements where it does do that, or one of the only settlements. I've never seen them spawn on a second level like that before. So very cool. I love seeing new stuff. Again, I've played through many, many times, and sometimes you see new stuff, which is pretty cool. All right, we're going to go ahead and do our Nuka-Cola Quantum Room. Back this way. There we go. And in here, way down here to custom. And I feel like we'll just put one of these in. We can try to put one of those in. Okay. We gotta walk it over there. We gotta walk that piece over. All right. Let's go finish the inside of this, and we'll do that in just a second. All right. And by walking the piece over, I mean doing something like that. So I kind of walked it over there because I can't attach it to this piece. So I utilized the pieces that are already there to make that happen. Now you can actually transition with certain pieces, but that's really annoying. So we're going to forego that like so. Could be scrapping those, I guess. And again, we'll probably end up having to buy more steel several times tonight. Try to get that going on. Bingo, bango, bingo. Now we're crushing it, everybody. We're crushing it. Building one of our last few mega vaults here. We've got 2 more to go after this one. They probably will not be as big as this one is. This one is absolutely massive. Here at Egret Tours, one of the big unknown settlements. Very unknown, this settlement down here. Look at this. Look what we got going here. Now, that's a settlement, everybody. I don't care what you say. That is a sweet, sweet settlement. Now, we could also build this, because we've overridden the build limit, we could build this multiple levels. We could do all sorts of epic stuff in here as well. But we're just going to go with that. Okay, now we're going to need, on this side, what do we feel like doing on this one? I kind of feel like if this is the kind of like their quarters, right? So we did a nice little custom Nuka-Cola Quantum quarters. Maybe make them thirsty while they're sleeping. Let's see what we want to do over here. I'm kind of feeling storage over here. All right, just kind of a storage area where they keep all their goods and whatnot right over there. So we need to go ahead and let's transition to the atrium floor like this. Then we're going to go ahead and use an atrium doorway. Then we're going to go back to our storage room and use another storage doorway. And then use our square pieces. Again, this is just so that we can snap across multiple areas or multiple kits. Like so. And we'll work that way around there. And then we'll end that up right there. And then that's it. Now we're off and running. Off and running. The rest of this is just fill it in, fill it in. And that's what we're going to do. Let's just go ahead and do the outside first this time. Lots of windows in this particular vault so you can see what's going on. Now, those windows there are not going to work because I'm going to have to do that. But such is the way it goes. Such is the way. Now, one of the most awkward things is that this really throws me off because the pieces are not in the same position that all the other kits are. All the other room kits in the vault-tec kit. They're in like an awkward place, so I have to go in and fool around with it. Now I go in and fix all these windows and whatnot, but you guys get the idea. And I'll put a doorway in there. Like this. This will be a nice big storage area back here for them to store all their sweet, sweet loot. And again, we can go in and massively embellish this, but we're just going to build the kind of gist of it. Oh, I love the mega build. See, this is why I play legit. I don't cheat, shortcut. I don't give myself unlimited resources. I don't do any of that. I play totally legit. I earned all of those stuff myself through game mechanics. And then I get to this point where I can just build whatever the heck I want. And I love that part of it. And again, that's why they call me the Wasteland Tycoon, because every single one of my settlements is making me money right now. This ain't no free ride. You just can't come up in here and expect me to give you something free. Unless you're in dire straits, then I might help you out. But I do expect you, if you are a part of the settlement, to pitch in and help out. Now, again, we can go in and put in all these windows and put in doors and all that fun stuff. But let's go ahead and see if we can get rid of or get our settlement started as well. So we want to go and actually let's do the kill boxes next, and then we'll come back and do all their facilities. I don't worry about their food and water and all that stuff till later. Okay, so where are the places where they spawn? Well, obviously they spawn right here where you can see. They spawn way up there in that corner, so we'll have to worry about that. They spawn a bit outside this edge here as well. So we got to watch out for that. And we need to kind of create kind of a secondary walkway for them to kind of walk around and protect this particular vault area. So we're going to start by putting this 2 levels up, and we're going to build our walkway and put our kill boxes in. Now, normally I put a kill box up on its own kind of pedestal, very much like I did with that one over there. Usually it has a support under there, which I've currently removed. But this one, we're actually going to use the walls as the support for the kill box. And we're going to do something along these lines like this. And then we're going to put one up here, and then that one is actually going to start our second row of walkways. Right up here. I try to visualize all this stuff in my head. Makes it a lot easier before I start to build, because you will run into a lot of issues. Like this. And we'll take this out. Alright, so this will be our kill box level right here, but we are going to still build up above this as well. So we're going to go ahead and just basically create a bit of opening for this to wipe out, or maybe we'll just go that high. We don't have to go all the way up. Yeah, we don't have to go all the way up. We'll just create some supports and whatnot that make it look like it's holding up the side of this. We'll put our supports in the center. Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. That's what we want to do. So again, we're just going to go ahead and fill this in with these kind of walkways along this outside edge for them to walk along and protect the settlement. Now we're going to walk our way down here to the current kill box. And we're going to go ahead and take that out. Storing that in the workbench. It did come in handy there. Now again, we're basically building ourselves a giant fortress here. Yeah! That's awesome. I don't care who you are. That's awesome. All right, we'll get back to that in a second. Let's go back over here. Let's fill in the rest of these walls while we're going. And we should be good. Now again, the great thing about building the high walls here, now again, normally you can't build at this level. Normally you have to override your building limit to do this. But we're going to go ahead and just fill all this in like this. And same thing here. Fill that in where we can. It's probably going up a little bit too high. Yep, up too high. Up too high, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and just build it up here at double level. Now this allows it so they can't get up on some hill and shoot into your base. They have to find their way into your base, and if they do, they're totally dead because you've got your Kismet kill boxes backing you up. I like to do this kind of stuff where you kind of build excessively. All right, this is a really excessive build. I'm just going to build that across the top of there. Let's keep that going. And you don't necessarily have to build it exactly like the wall that is already there, but it does help if you kind of do that, because what's going to happen eventually is I'm going to go outside of the settlement. It's not going to let me build it. And I know you're thinking, Kismet, the thing's floating. I'm on it. I'm on it. Don't worry. We'll get to it. We got lots of concrete. Lots of concrete stuff. Oh, man. We're doing some good mega building tonight, everybody. We're just getting started. Just getting warmed up. We have built, I think, more in just the beginning. Look at that. Oh, look at that. That looks awesome from underneath, too. Raining right now. Raining and making it dark and hard to build, but you guys can see that. You guys can see that. You get the idea. We'll go to do more detailed work all forward time, but let's keep this a-going. Just doubling up those walls, creating a big giant fortress here. This is going to be the fortress location. Get in there. There we go. Now over here on this side, this actually is only one because of this particular wall is angling. So we can go in and we can try to bring that up into there. And just try to cover up the under part of that as well. Just to make sure that we've got our fortress nice and secure so no one can kind of shoot over the fortress down into it. Because it doesn't go through the top of the other one, which is nice. And this one is one of those. And we'll just finish it off. One of these. See, that makes it so they can't get up here on this and shoot through right there. So we're going to do the same thing. Oh, we can take this out. Yeah, we can take that tree out. Cool. Get that tree out of my face. And then same thing here. Because they can get up on that edge, we don't want them shooting in to our fortress here. You gotta watch out that it doesn't actually start clipping through the top of there. Again, look, they get up here, stand on top of this, maybe jump and shoot over. Well, let's make sure we can go ahead and lock that in. Oh, wow, this is epic. This is epic. All right. So we're going to stop right about there. Now, on this edge here, we're going to use this lower edge as our kill box for this corner, right? For this side corner over here where these guys are a bit lower, we'll put them all over there. Now, on that side, of course, that's elevated, so of course we'll use the higher edge for the kill box over there. And then on this other side over here, what do we got way out there? Is that a super mutant? I think it is. So look at this. Nice. Now, we could have tried to perfectly line these two up from the top edge and the bottom edge if we so desired. And it's not that hard. Of course, you just kind of go off of here and then square it off and all that stuff. We could do all of that, but you get the idea. So now we got this kind of outer edge, which is going to work perfectly for our kill box. Now, I've been having a little fun with rocket turrets. So we're going to go ahead and put some more rocket turrets down just for funsies right over here. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to do power here in just a minute. And again, I'm going to put them right here on the edge. Now, normally I put them in the middle so they can fire back this way, but we'll have plenty of them, believe me. Now, I'm not going to run them all the way down. Typically, I will run an excessive amount of turrets along here. But I'm just going to go ahead and just put these a bit out. And then a little bit of this action. All right. And then maybe one in even further. Just a kind of a backup here. If anybody shows up and gets too rowdy. Put this one way out in the edge. And so on. Again, we're just going to space these out a little bit. Now, this is actually going to be really easy to run the power, and I'll show you why here in just a second. And there we go. Okay. And we want to go ahead and finish out the rest of this edge here. So let's get these going. We'll come back and we'll raise all these walls up. Again, Egret Tours, aka the fortress. I could remove that tree. That would be nice. Remove those trees. Alright, so we've got an insane amount of turrets. Ain't nobody getting in here. And usually I like to mix up the damage types, but I'll do that on the far side. We're just going to do nothing but an insane amount of rockets. And believe me, whoever is dumb enough to attack this settlement is going to be in trouble. Also, when you put your stuff real close to the edge like this, especially if you put it right like this, get that one close, it can fire literally straight down, which is fantastic for this kind of edge stuff. Oh, and we leveled up from that. We leveled up. Now, also, if something happens over there, like, see, there's a mob over there, and that mob starts getting rowdy, you can actually fire outside your settlement and wipe them out. Look at that. Woo, we got a lot of power to run. We got a lot of power to do. Let's go ahead and finish up this wall edge. Ooh, we're doing some sweet building today. Sweet, sweet building. Hold on, let me catch up on my chat a little bit. Sorry, I get focused today. I'm super focused. Well, it's 76 almost here. That's right. It is Tuesday. We're going to get it going on. Covenant is evil. There you go. There you go. Let me catch up my chat. Sorry, I'm trying to focus a lot more on building today. I hope you don't mind, because we got 3 settlements to do, and we're just going to be doing mostly building of this, and then we're going to probably play a little bit of learn to play stuff. I wasn't sure whether I was going to have enough time. It looks like I'm going to have enough time. Looks like I have enough time. There we go. All right, we doubled up on that so they can't just fire straight in there. And look at that hill edge, right? Let's go up here. Let's check it. Let's go check it. If I'm up on this hill edge, can I fire into the settlement? I absolutely can. I absolutely can fire into the settlement, so maybe we want to raise this up a little bit here. On this side, a little bit more. Of course, watch out that it isn't obscuring my turrets, of course. Let's go ahead and try that. Let's go ahead and try this higher one. That definitely is going to obscure my turrets. Slower one, which is not scrolling. There we go. Let's try that one. That one will be fine. All right. That one should be good. That nice high edge there. At least protect the people on this side. Protect our purified water. I love the scroll wheel. That you can scroll wheel up and just put that stuff right up there. Nice. Now we can also do the same thing on the back here, but nothing really is going to attack here, but I guess for the sake of it, we'll just go ahead and put it back here just to say that we did. Just to say that we did. Thank you so much. Who was that? Boulder coming in, and JDP coming in, dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons. Welcome. We are mega building today, as we have been doing throughout the entire Wasteland. We are down to the last 3 settlements. You guys are watching the last one come into shape. This will probably be the last massive one that I do. And you guys are learning, of course, some of my massive techniques that are going to help you a little bit in Fallout 76. And I'm going to put them to the test. I'm going to put them to the test this Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are going to test that Fallout 76 stuff out. If I can get above water here. There we go. Get above water, I can use my jetpack. Nice. We're going to test these techniques out and see if we can use them also in Fallout 76. Now, of course, the build system is very much the same. So a lot of the things that I use to work around the system are going to be similar in 76, but obviously not exactly the same. I think that's good. Not exactly the same. Now, what we need to do, of course, is we need to put some power into the vault itself, and we need to get it out of the vault. We need to run along here to all these turrets and whatnot that we're using. Now, one of the things that we can do, of course, is we can actually put it in the vault itself. Now, I kind of feel like there's already this kind of roof over here, and we've already got kind of a spot here where we can put the power. It'll be fairly safe up here. Shouldn't be able to shoot it from down there. So we're going to go ahead and put our power in. I'm going to show you something really cool. We're going to back chain that power. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of stick it under here like this. And we're going to put a couple of these in because we've got a lot of turrets going. We'll just slide 3 of those in there. Now, that just took a lot less resources, especially when it comes to nuclear material. That took 12 nuclear material versus over here, it takes 100 nuclear material, right? Now, the rest of the material is fairly easy to get. The steel, rubber, ceramic, copper, aluminum. Aluminum probably being the hardest second material, but nuclear material definitely being the toughest, right? So using 100 nuclear material is fairly wasteful when you can go ahead and make 300 power using just about 30 nuclear material, right? And then of course I can make 50. I can make 5 of them, use 500 power, and then of course use about 50 nuclear material. It's about half that amount. So we're going to go ahead and use these. Now, how do I make this run power through my entire vault? Now, in this particular playthrough, I did learn an amazing technique to use when you're using the vault-tec kit. Now, I'm going to go ahead and extend this out. That's why I left this open. You're like, Kismet, you thought that far ahead? Absolutely. Absolutely. So we're going to go ahead and extend this out, and we're going to use the atrium kit to lend us a bit of a hand here. So we're going to go ahead, go to the atrium kit, and we're going to go ahead and try to put down that atrium floor there. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to put in just kind of an atrium wall. right? And that's it. That's the whole reason we're going to put that there, is so that we can run the power to it. And there's about 100 different ways of doing the same thing, but we're going to go ahead and put in one of these, and I call it back chaining the power. So all three of these are connected. I'm going to grab that middle one. I'm going to run it right here. The entire vault has power now. The entire vault. And you're like, Kismet, I don't believe you. Show me. Come on, prove it to me. All right, let's go over here. Let's put a light in. Right here. And you're like, aha! Aha, Kismet! Told you it didn't work. Hold on. Hold on. Let me show you. Let me show you. All I got to do is take this thing, attach it to the wall. Boom. You're welcome. I just saved you so much resources you won't even know it. Let's go over here in the far corner. Same thing. Let's put the light bulb in. Let's stick it right here. This is one of my favorite parts of the vault-tec kit. It is absolutely, this is phenomenal. This is fantastic. Watch this. Boom. Got the light. Right? Let's go over here to the far side in this other direction. Over here. Let me get out of here so I can run. There we go. Run over here to our other sections. And do the same thing. And again, as long as we got a nice corner here where we can attach this. If we have nothing but windows, we'll be in trouble. But if we have a corner here to attach this. Again, pop that in there. Put the light in. There you go. Got it throughout the entire vault. We can come back and do all that lighting in a minute. But what we need to do, of course, we need to get our defenses back online because we took all of our defenses down. So how are we going to get the power outside down below? Now, I could go through and I could run it up over this wall. I could run it through the floor. I could do it about 50 different ways, but we have already got it set up. We got it set up already. We've already got stuff that's running. So we want to go ahead and just utilize what we've already got and kind of combine it with this other stuff. So we've already got some power down there. We can see we've got it up there. Now, I don't like to have my power on the ground level. I prefer to, of course, run it around. And I'm going to go ahead and use the little vault-tec ones here, though we could use the other ones too. I'm going to go ahead and just run it right there. And we're going to run all the power underneath the vault itself. Now, also what this is going to do, this little conduit here, the power conduit, is actually create a wireless bubble of power. So we don't even need those things on the wall if we put these underneath. So they'll actually go underneath, and they go 2 levels down and 2 levels above. So we can just kind of run this wherever we want, right? You guys get the idea, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm cooking Wasteland hamburgers and French fries. Oh, you're making me hungry. You're making me hungry. Yeah, you got the Wasteland cookbook, huh? That does look cool. And I would buy it, but I can't buy nothing. I'm going to TwitchCon. I can't buy a darn thing. I already spent way too much on TwitchCon, and who knows if I'm ever be able to pay that off at this point now. We'll see. We will see. All right. Way more than that bar, by the way. I spent way more than that bar. That's just for travel and for that Xbox. There's a whole bunch more I spent on giveaways and things like that for you guys. But that's what I do. All right, so here we are right here, right? So we're going to go ahead and run that power conduit right down to that turret, and we have got a turret off and running. Now, I do like to run individual lines. It no longer requires a lot of copper to run individual lines. Whoa! Effective test confirmed. So yeah, that area is going to be nice and secure now that we have our turrets up and running. And again, we go ahead and just run these. And then again, attach a turret, attach these nice and close. Run that down to our other turrets.
Maybe it's over.
It's not over. Some stuff's going to get blasted. Whoop. That's fun. I don't care who you are. That's super fun. All right, again. This is the fortress, the Rocket Fortress. We just named it. We just gave it another name, the Rocket Fortress. Now, again, run those individual lines. You don't want to have them chaining from turret to turret to turret, because if this turret gets knocked out and you got it chained all the way down there, kiss those turrets goodbye. They're all going to go off. You do not want that to happen. Now, I have very rarely, though I have seen it, I've very rarely ever seen a power conduit get knocked out. That is super rare that will happen. Notice, by the way, that I connected that first and then I scrolled it way over there. So I get not only the maximum line out of this, but also the maximum line between this one and that one, so I can actually connect a lot of these from the same one. And this is just obscene. You don't need this many turrets. You really, really don't. But then again, we're mega building. So when we mega build, we do crazy stuff. All right, a little too far there. Let's put another one in. Come on. There we go. Again, scroll all the way down. As far as I can go. There we go. And we could put even more of these down. We could really go crazy. But as you can see, they are super effective. Like so. Yeah, so we're just kind of back chaining all the power along the edge of our turrets. And you're like, Kismet, what about the water side of the base? Well, that doesn't really need any defenses. They do not attack from that side, typically. But we will actually put a kill box on that side, just in case. There we go. Put one right here. There we go. Now what's going to happen eventually is we're going to run out of power. So of course we need more power. We can go throw some more of those up there. And we'll be fine. Of course we have 300 power. That's a lot of power. We should be good. But just in case. And again, this is probably the largest one I'm going to be doing tonight. And then we'll just do some kind of quick and dirty ones at the other ones. Much easier to connect when they're closer together. And then you take them and move it way out here. Close to the edge there. There we go. Now the only way that that's going to get knocked out is if somebody shoots a rocket and it actually hits that edge. Then you're going to have trouble. See, right? Like, so they're shooting at this and bam, it hits that corner. Now I could inset it back even further or put something in front of it to protect it. But you get the idea. This is awesome. Now imagine if they spawn now with all these rockets right here. Kiss your butt goodbye. Now again, we got to put some defenses in the base itself. Let's put another one in. Like that. Oh. I'm loving this one. Oh, this is one of my new favorites as well. One of my new favorites. You're like, Kismet, have you ever built this here before? Nope. Nope, not at this level. I typically, this is usually one of the last bases that I get. And I typically do not build at this level because I usually have the build limits on. You can't do this with the build limits. This is, you have to override the build limits if you want to build at this level. And make sure that you have a pretty beefy machine too, because overriding the build limits is the #1 way of corrupting your save and causing your machine to crash. Now I have a pretty beefy machine, as you can see, because I built this big gigantic vault. So yeah, pretty beefy. Look at that. If anything spawns in there, bye-bye. Now see, of course, they can spawn, and they can spawn underneath here, and they'd be protected against these turrets, but they're not protected against all those turrets over there, because they can fire all the way to this side. You dead. I'm not even gonna bother looting them. All right, now this is awesome. Look at this. This is definitely a fortress up in here. Now you're like, Kismet, that stuff is floating. Don't worry, don't worry. We'll go in. We'll go ahead and create a little bit of supports here just for you guys who can't handle stuff floating. Let's do it. So the first thing we want to do, of course, is go in and create kind of a back support like this. Just for you peeps who can't handle it. Let me snap that in there. So all I need to do is snap that in there temporarily, and then I can take the top one out. Like that. What else can we do over here? Let's do something else. Let's just do one of these in the corner. Corner one there. Gonna have to walk it. Gonna have to walk it, everybody. Now walking it, this is what I consider walking it. So you put a piece down, you put this piece down, you take this piece out, and then literally you just walk it into position by using multiple pieces. Like that. Then you go ahead and you get these pieces and you walk those into position. And then you take these pieces out, and there you go. You got your corner support. Looking good. And you're like, Kismet, it's not perfect. It's not perfect. Well, we can fix it. Again, just walk it some more. Walkie, walkie, walk, walk. And there we go. Now it's perfect. Nice. Like it. Center support. That here, maybe right here. Yeah, I'm liking it, liking it. So again, what we can do is we can go ahead and just start with a kind of a template here. Try to snap it in there. And again, if it won't snap that way, you can also snap in the opposite direction. Snap it outwards. Like that. Snap it like that. See now, notice how it's now aligned to the top of it. Very good. Of course, it is kind of going through there. But all we're going to do is use a single post. There you go. You have a single post holding it up. It does kind of go down in the thing, but you get the idea. You get the idea. And I like the single post so that it's not obstructing the rest of our stuff here. So let's go ahead and do that also over here. This up here. There's a lot of stuff that you can kind of bend it to your will, if you so choose. If you know how to work forwards and then backwards again. There we go. Another post. We'll say those are there. And you're like, Kismet, wait a minute. It's on the outside, bro. It's on the outside. No worries. Go in. Snap it on the inside if you want. Create a double post. Like that to create kind of an edge. Like that. Or you can just take it out of here so then it's not clipping, but it's still connected to the side. Like that. See, I just walked you down the road. I just walked you down the road. There you go. And of course, if you want to really do it, you really want to go hardcore, you can run it all the way down. So you can say, look, that is a real support there. That is a real support all the way down into the ground. Looking good. Looking good. Now you get the idea. I'm not going to do the supports all the way around the other side. Only so much time. But again, look at this great entrance. We've got all of this stuff defending this area here. This is fine. Now we got a bit of a problem, of course, the inside area here. Now, rarely do I ever put turrets on the ground. But lately, I don't know, I just kind of feel like throwing some down. We got a whole bunch of extras that we stored. We have 15 of them. I'm just going to go ahead and throw some down. Just right down here as kind of a backup area. Oh, that's a good spot for one right in there. Just kind of a backup. In case some peeps try to get up in here. We're going to wipe them out. Now, if they're so foolish as to run in here as well, we can also put it in here. Now, normally, if I don't have my building mod or my mod that allows me to remove stuff, I could actually put this up on the table and I could put it down here. But we are kind of awkwardly stuck when it comes to that. So I can't really put that inside. But I can put it outside like this, and then it will just turn around and fire into the building. Right? Because these will turn in 360 degrees. And that's a Mark V, by the way, if you notice that on the side. And again, we'll just kind of put these around. And again, if you put them down at ground level, they are very easily destroyed. So watch out for that. And again, we'll just, I don't know, we'll have a bit of fun. We can make a whole bunch of these, so we'll just have a bit of fun with these. Throw them around. Normally, I like all my stuff elevated. Rarely do I ever put anything on the ground. It just kind of seems like a fun thing to do here. Since we are getting pretty close to being done with all these ones. And the same thing in here. Now, if somebody appears in here, well, let's just make it real difficult on them to hide anywhere in our entire settlement without having a machine gun pointing at their face. Alright? Just kind of putting those around like so. Again, no matter where they appear, And again, notice I'm also not putting the turrets right next to each other. The more you spread them out, the harder it is for them, of course, to wipe out all the turrets before they get wiped out. Of course, right over here in the corner is nice. We can put some up here on the top. Now, I like the heavy machine guns. They are the best ones because they don't require any power. Oh, I forgot. They got all their beds in here. I forgot to take all their beds out. They're not going to sleep down there. They got a nice, beautiful vault up there. You guys don't have to live down here in this squalor. You can live up in the big, beautiful mega vault upstairs. Again, I'm just storing that in the workbench, and then I will go ahead and put that in there. Now, again, a little bit of turret action here. Do not use the low-level turrets. They're completely and utterly useless. I prefer to use the heavy turrets. There you go. Get on out of there, guys. You're making it difficult. I want to put that in the corner, but whatever. Whatevs. And again, got those turrets laying around. Same thing over here. Like that. Anybody coming along that walkway. Outside turrets. Now, again, this is an excessive amount of turrets. You don't really need this much. But if you can, I suggest you do, right? Right here. We're going to go ahead and take this. See if we can find a new home for our radio beacon. Let's say right over here. Come on. I know you go there. There you go. And we'll tie that into that. We're going to go ahead and put our water purifier going again in just a moment. Wow, now that is an insanely awesome vault. Now again, we have a few more areas over here we can just kind of stack. In case some people get in here and they get rowdy. We'll just kind of use our natural elevation here. Just try to defend against anybody in here. If it's going to let me put this up here, which I seriously doubt. Oh. Yes, it did. There we go. We'll just kind of park some of these all over the place. Let's go ahead and store that in the workbench. It's kind of an overall area. Again, if you're not a friendly, you're going to get owned. Now, right here, there's a bit of a problem. I think I accidentally took out the stairs. So let's go ahead and put some stairs in here. Let's go ahead and use our Sim Settlement stairs. I love the Sim Settlement stairs. It's actually the thing I use the most out of Sim Settlements is the actual Sim Settlement stairs. Now, here's the problem, though, is see how it's not matching up to that height? Well, we can fix that very easily by, of course, first putting down something like this. All right, so we can go ahead and put this down, this little edge. Come on. Put it down. There we go. Didn't feel like putting it down. All right, so we got that edge, and then now that we have that edge, we go back to... Uh-oh. And stuff got wiped out. And then, of course, we got that edge. Now we can go ahead and just snap this right in there. It makes it super easy for you to snap that in there, and then, of course, they can get in and out of there super easy. Look at all these turrets everywhere. Awesome. This is definitely the most turrets I've put ever in this location. And again, right there would be a great spot for a turret. Couple turrets up there. Again, we're just getting crazy excessive now, but excessive is fun. What can I say? Is that up there? Maybe right here. Oh, right there on the top there would have been awesome. Here on this? Nope. Oh, well. Close enough. All right, so we got a whole bunch of stuff there. We got all those turrets kind of in nice kind of strategic places. Ain't nobody going to be messing around over here. Let's go back up into the vault. There we go. Now we need some defenses over on this side. As you can see, there's some mobs there, but they got wiped out by those over there. But we're going to go ahead and put in a bit more turrets here. We've got left 4. Wow, we used up all the missile turrets. Awesome. So we're going to just put one right here on the corner, and we're just going to go ahead and just spread these out all the way across here. This one way down here to try to get that gap between those turrets and these turrets. All right, got that done. And then we'll go ahead and we'll do a bunch of these since we have a ton of... Oh, we're out of oil. Wow, we ran out of oil. Oh, that's a long time since I've been out of oil. All right, so we'll go ahead and save, and we'll come back and do that in just a moment. Just a moment. We're going to go and pop back over here to Spectacle Island. Or actually, no, I got the food here. Hold on. Hold on. Let's go over this side. Use this. Get that purified water. Take that with us. While we're here, also we can just do the vendors here as well. Let's go in and let's get our vendors while I'm thinking about it. Let's put our traders down. This be a nice little trader area here. Of course, when I leave and I come back, all of this dead peeps are going. I hope he's not cutting up those dead peeps. I hope he's not making dinner from the dead peeps. It just dawned on me. That's creepy. All right, food and drink. And again, this is why I have a bunch of caps on me, purely for the vendors part. We're going to put the armor in. And we're going to put all 6 of them in. Like that. A little obscuring the doorway there. Yeah, back up. Oh. There we go. Let's see. Armor, food, drink. We want the clinic. And, of course, the clothing. Come on. Oh, went too far. Oh. Let's just turn it this way. Over here. There we go. All right. Very nice. Little vending area. Again, when I leave and I come back, all of that should be gone. All right. We got that going. We save. And let's go. All right. Night, peeps. Night, night. Back to Spectacle Island. Oof, man, we are building some epic stuff. Some epic stuff. So we got to go back to Spectacle Island. That is my main kind of vendor at Spectacle Island. She's actually a legendary vendor for general goods. I can go in there and I can get lots of steel very easily. We're also going to need some oil, and I'm going to show you how to make some oil while we're at it as well. Let me catch up on the thing. You're inside, but still being rained on. Yeah, that's one of the things that's a little irritating, Shadow, is that you will still be rained on even though you're inside and you're inside the vault here. See, it still rains inside. But I can fix that real easy. You know how you fix it? You tell it to stop raining. I hear the Kismet kill box doing its thing. Never get tired of watching the Kismet kill box. Love it every time. Dude, you are so dead. Yeah, get closer where the rockets can get you. That sounds like a brilliant plan, bro. It wasn't a brilliant plan. I was just kidding. It was a terrible plan. Again, Kismet kill boxes. Notice how I've got my tower way up here. Got the Kismet kill box there. It's defending that entire area. Look how far it shot. Yeah, and of course I got one over on that side as well. So again, the way to get rid of that is, of course, to use your thing here. It started raining again. Is to use your contraptions DLC to fire off one of these. And like magic, it's a beautiful day. There you go. All right, we're going to go ahead and get some more resources. Let's run down. Reload all of our stuff while we're at it. We're good. Wait for my action points to go up. Jetpack up here. All right, let's go ahead and check that thing again. How much purified water? Another 1,500. Thank you very much. Talk to Trader Riley.
Looking to trade?
Absolutely.
Let me show you what I've got.
Absolutely. Let's go. All right. We're going to just go ahead and grab all their shipments now. Actually, I think we'll just buy everything they got. Let's just buy out everything she's got here because that's just who I am. That's just who I am. I buy it all out. Killer Bomb coming in. Also, Shadowy Dreams. Is that what that is? Shadowy Dreams. Great name. Isaiah coming in as well. JPG coming in. Boulder Nozzle. I butcher everybody's names. Thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons. Welcome, welcome. Sorry if I'm very, very focused today. We are trying to finish 3 more vaults, and then we have done vaults all the way across the entire Wasteland. Very cool. I mean that we used Sanctuary with a PSD and PA turrets. We need a workshop frame calculus mode. Let you copy and paste stuff like this. Absolutely, yes. Very, very cool. I have seen a lot of his videos and whatnot. I love the Sim Settlements mod. Incredibly great. Popped out for a bit. How's the vault coming along? It is coming around awesome, Austin. We had to take a moment to grab some more steel and other resources as well because we're running a bit low. So we come over here and we've got about 51,000 caps in purified water that we can just go ahead and dish it out right there. I'm not even going to bother to get the rest of her stuff there. And we're good. Now, we're going to go ahead and make some oil, which I should have done when I was up at my office, but let's go ahead and go back up into my overseer's office. Now, I was going to go ahead and build out all of this, but we just ran out of time, everybody. We ran out of time. We're going to build that out as a lounge for them. And then up here, of course, the Legendary Museum, where we put all of our legendaries, like the Junk Jet, and all of our people's outfits and whatnot like that. And I've done that before in previous playthroughs. If you'd like to see that, you can go ahead and see that on my YouTube channel. Lots and lots of stuff up there. I put every single one of my streams up here. Here's my girl right here. What's up, Curie?
Do you need something, monsieur?
Nah, just seeing how you're doing. How you doing?
How are you doing?
I must confess, I am missing you. I hope you've come so we can travel again together. Hint, hint.
Oh, what can I say? She likes me. Well, nope, never mind.
Never mind.
As you wish.
So cold. Nah, nope, got other things to do. Sorry, girl. All right, so we need to make some oil. Now, there are actually other things. We're over there. There are other things that you can do. Let me get on my power armor. There's other things that you can do. And by the way, thank you, Solar Bricks, for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons. Welcome, welcome. There's other things that you can do down here in utilities. And of course, we got a whole bunch of other stuff for mods that I have installed. But this one right here, the cutting fluid, actually makes oil. So if you have a bunch of purified water, which I just happen to have just a little bit, and of course, most importantly, bone. Bone is usually the hardest one because it does take 8 bone. That you can actually make your own oil. Just like that. Oh, there we go. We're done. So there we go. So you can make a bunch of oil on your own simply by using the chemistry station, which I think is awesome. Especially great early on in the game. So yeah, it's coming along. Holy cow, clipping through that wall. That cow clipping through that wall. I know, huh? Creepy, huh? He's like from the not from the Avengers, from the X-Men, right? Kitty Pryde. 10 hours later, exactly. 10 hours later, we got a lot of oil, and we're off and running. Back again, we're in the final stages of our Egret Tours Marina. And then we are on to our last 2 mega builds up in here. That's right. Oh, man. This has been, I don't know how many hours I've been in this particular playthrough, but it's been a pretty long playthrough. Of course, we've been mega building the entire way. We didn't just go for a simple build. We built the larger builds, and of course, now we're finishing the last few. Oh, Country Crossing. Hold on. We're distracted. We got to take care of business. Now, again, notice how it's all cleaned up now. Anybody want to get shot? Nobody. Nobody. All right, hold on. We got to go help our buddies at Country Crossing. Let's go ahead and save first. Now, I don't have to do nothing. Again, you guys are getting a little bit of a sneak peek. I thought it was Country Crossing. Where did it say? County crossing. There it is, yeah. Now, you're going to get this little sneak peek of some of my other builds across the wasteland as well. Now, again, once you have the Kismet kill box, you just let it do its thing. You just let it work its magic. And it does a great job. It does a great job of doing that. Then, of course, later this week, we're going to be playing Fallout 76 from 7 to 11 on Tuesday. And then, of course, on Wednesday, we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes, Rooney. Oh, Kingsport Lighthouse needs some help. Oh, right over there. Killed them so fast we couldn't even see where they were, so annihilated. Now, if you want to take a quick sneak peek. Let's take a quick sneak peek at what we are looking at this base. Booyah! Now that is a base, everybody. That's Country Crossing right there. Ain't nothing messing with that base. Those guys are living well because, of course, the Wasteland Tycoon came through here and building them one of the best bases in the Wasteland across the Commonwealth. These guys are living well. Look at that, winning the hearts and minds. The hearts and minds of everyone in the Wasteland, and that's what I do. That's what I do up in here. Let's go ahead and save that. Let's get back to helping out one more, and then we'll go back again. We're going to go ahead and take a look at our Kingsport Lighthouse build. Get that going on. And I will be, by the way, at the end of the stream, I will be walking through every single one of those vaults so you guys can take a look at them. There we go. Don't think the Lighthouse needs any help. It totally doesn't. None of these really do because I have the Kismet kill box. That's all you need. You don't need defenses. You don't need walls. You don't need people standing guard. You put a Kismet kill box down, you win. You win every single time. Oh, Coastal Cottage needs help now. Look at this, people. So needy. Bye-bye. All of you, go bye-bye. It never gets old. I love it every single time. Kismet kill box rocking it. Over here on the far side. Yeah, walking up the ramp. Go ahead, shoot at me. That'll be the dumbest thing you can do. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Another one down. All right, what was the other one? Coastal Cottage. Again, once you build your mega builds, it's easy street, bro. I have overseers that work for me. I'm the overseer's overseer. And they work for me, and they actually communicate to all the vaults from actually the beacon of the Wasteland, a.k.a. Norhagen Beach. So let's go ahead and watch over here and see what happens at this location. Pretty fun. Pretty fun. Refuse to play, for shame. It's the first one you can play with friends. Fallout 7 be the first Fallout refuse to play. Why not? Later, bro. Look at this one. Thought I'd take one out myself just for fun. But again, Kismet kill box over there. Kismet kill box on the far side over there, shooting rockets at her. Very, very nice. And again, look at this big, awesome build we have going here. Very unique. This one's very nice because it has a lot of Institute stuff that we added to it. And we got our moo-moos way off to the side here, trying to be protected. And our water over here on the side as well. Very cool. I'm overburdened, though. Overburdened, it makes it hard for me to fly up there. Let's go. Peekaboo. Trying to peekaboo. Of course, we got a little trade area here as well. And of course, we'll be taking a tour of all these later on. Beautiful view. Don't think I don't know what you're up to, evil birds. Don't be looking at my settlement. Get out of there. You guys too. Don't be spying on my settlement. I know what they're up to. Those evil birds. There you go. Well, hey, if you don't See, here's the problem, Lord Winter, that most people are like, they're all upset about it, and they're all like, hey, I don't like it because it's not like Fallout New Vegas, and it's not like Fallout 4, and I'm going to be all upset, and I'm not going to play it, so screw everybody, right? Well, the thing is, it's not Fallout 4, right? And it's not Fallout 3, and it's not Fallout New Vegas, and it's not Fallout 5. It is not Fallout 5. Everybody's like, it's not like a regular Fallout. Duh. It's not supposed to be a regular Fallout. It is a different version. Notice that it doesn't have Fallout 5 in the name. It's Fallout 76, an online version of Fallout. By the way, if you wanted Fallout 5, we wouldn't have it for another 2.5 years because it took them 5 years to make Fallout 4. Imagine how long it would take them to make Fallout 5, right? Hopefully we still get that Fallout 5, though. I'm not saying I don't want that Fallout 5, but if you look at it in that terms, that it is not Fallout 5. It is Fallout 76, an online version of using the Fallout 4 mechanics. Of course, it's going to be 16 times the resolution and 4 times the size, which is going to be awesome. And you can play with your friends. I mean, hey, that's probably one of the things that I most wanted to do here in Fallout 4 is all of us work together to do a mega build. Right? And then all of a sudden the gunners are coming in from the west side and the super mutants are shooting stuff and there's a nuke go by your head and you have to dodge it. Whoa, look out, nuke. And then all of a sudden stuff's shooting like this. And then all of a sudden you're like, look out, Kismet. On the other side, look out. Look out, bro. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. Kismet, look out over there. Look out. Oh, hi. Whoop. Is it clear? Is it good? No? All right, look out. How about over here? Is it good over here? Everything cool? Well, look out. Ah, look out. So, we can have lots of fun together, and I think that's what I've been waiting for a while, and I'm totally going to play Fallout 76. I think it's great that we can all work together and work together and work on harder mobs together. We can build up nuclear codes and nuke stuff, and then, of course, get the better gear and all of that. It's my type of game. It's like Fallout 4, which I absolutely love, and, of course, I love the entire Fallout series. I love me some New Vegas. Love me all of those. But, oh, I looted everybody. I couldn't resist. But it is not Fallout 5, and if you stop treating it like it's a Fallout 5, then you won't be as disappointed. Also, if you expect it to be a huge cluster on launch, then you also won't be disappointed. Because literally every online game ever that is launched has been a huge train wreck at launch. So I don't set my expectations, this should be Fallout 5, and it should be like Fallout New Vegas, and it should have some serious, deep RPG in there, and it should have NPCs and all that stuff. It shouldn't have anything. It's not a typical Fallout game. It's using the Fallout universe, but in a whole different style. Don't be so critical. I mean, geez, you haven't even played the thing yet. I, for one, like everything they've been saying. I like the fact that I can be charisma build, and then I can make everybody stronger. So if you want to be a tank, or you want to be a healer, or you want to be whatever, you want to use VATS, well, my job as the charisma guy is to make you more amazing. And I love being that. I love being that character, to make everybody more amazing. And I think it's going to be super fun. Now, the thing that's really going to make it fun, of course, private servers later on. I'm going to get one of those. And then we can all play together without having to worry about trolls and jerks and all of that stuff. We'll just make it a private server. Like totally private, only invite only, and then we'll really have some fun. But of course, we'll go out, we'll play it seriously on Tuesday on my Xbox, and then of course, when I get back on the Tuesday following, we'll be doing it on PC. So super fun. So again, watch out for my schedule. It will be shifting to match whenever that beta is. So whenever the beta is live, I shall be playing here on the stream, and I might even go 7 days a week. We'll see how it goes. We will see. 7 days a week, grinding away. Now, again, I will try to avoid all spoilers for the storyline, because, of course, it's not released. So I don't like to do a lot of storyline stuff pre-release. I like to just work on game mechanics and things like that. So I don't really want the story spoiled for me or for you guys as well. So let's get it in there. Yeah, I hear people like that all the time. That they judge a game before they've even played it. You haven't even played it yet. Now, again, maybe it's not your type of thing. You're like, Kismet, I don't like online games. I want it to be offline. And this is an online only, and I can't play solo. You can totally play solo. You just have to play solo online. You can go around, do everything that you ever wanted to do, totally by yourself. There is no reason that you can't play it completely by yourself and never have to talk to another human being. You can totally do that if you so choose. It is at your discretion to do that or not do that, according to what they said. Now, I'm going to, of course, test it. I'll test it. If you guys are unsure whether you want to get it, come back in the stream. I'll give you a heads up. You can watch me play it, see if it's something that you like, see if I'm enjoying it, then you'll definitely enjoy it. Now, if it sucks, I'll tell you it sucks, because I don't BS. I don't BS people up in the stream, right? I have no ties to Bethesda in any way, and even if I did, I would tell them I would have to say it honestly, right? I would have to be honest about my opinion and not sugarcoat it. And I think people appreciate that. They appreciate it when you don't, you know, you're not just trying to sell them something, and I hate that. I hate that when you can just tell that, you know, somebody's just trying to sell you something. Especially people who play certain games and they look like they're just absolutely bored. They're absolutely bored playing those games. I try to play stuff that I love to play, and I think it comes across. There you go. All right, bunch of lighting in there. Very nice. Looking good. Why does it seem like this room is brighter than this room? Is it just me? Does it seem like this room is way brighter? Maybe it's because of the coloring. This room is very, very dingy and dark. All right, so we got to get to business here. We got to get to business. This is their food area here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take this over here. Let's put this for the cook to sleep there. Let's go ahead and put in their amenities here, and then this base is going to be done. So, of course, we got 20 people, so we're going to need some food. Again, I'm just going to do basic food. We can do advanced food and do a bunch of farms and all that stuff. But you've seen me do that before. And if you haven't seen me do that before, again, just go over and check out the YouTubes. And we're just going to make this... Oh, let's actually start from over here. Put that like that. There we go. We'll leave a little bit of room around these here just to make it easy. Put those mute fruit down. Nice. I'm overburdened. I can hear it. Got to put my purified water down. There we go. So again, we're in the final stages of our kind of last really humongous build here. And then we're just going to do some smaller, kind of fast and quick and dirty vaults on our last two. And have some fun here. Looking good on our time. Again, we're going to go down 24 mute fruit, 6 per plot. And I love to have the food indoors. Now, there's so much more we could do because with all the mods out there, you can really extend your Fallout 4 and do more and more cool stuff in the game. You can try it in survival mode. You can try all sorts of stuff out. Definitely need to move this or I'm going to appear in that plant. There we go. And there we go. Now we're looking good. Now we need to assign everybody to everything here. We need to do some water as well. We need to turn our water on and we need to do our beds. Now I could go through again and put all of these in here, but we're just going to put what I call my staples of everything. And that's to go in and put in a whole lot of these suckers. And I like to have a lot of these as kind of a backup. A lot of these is a backup so that my people have something to do. There we go. So we got them a nice food area. Look at them all hanging out in here. They're loving it. But like Kismet, we love all of that, bro. We love all that. There we go. Now we're going to go ahead and also put in their beds. Over here, again, I love snap beds, but we can go in and we can put in all sorts of fancy beds and whatnot. But we're just going to go ahead. Where's my snap beds? That's not it. That's it. Okay. Because we're putting the bed frames down because we already have some beds that we already had here. We're going to utilize those. Oh, it's going into the wall. Goes back back out a little bit. Hold on a second. I'll turn my light on so you guys can see what I'm doing. Try not to build in the dark, but you guys are getting the general idea of this. Also try to build on the... If you notice, I'm building kind of in the inner part. If I was really there, where would I build my beds? I would build them in the most secure spot so people aren't getting ganked while they're trying to sleep, right? Because that's how you could wipe out an entire settlement really, really easily if you had the ability just to seriously shoot them through the window while they're sleeping. Oh, interesting. Those are turned the other way. All right, how are we looking? 23. Let's go for a couple more. There we go. We'll scrap that one. All right, we got our bunkhouse in here. Let's go ahead and do a little fun stuff over here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put a nice little power bicycle in here. Let's go ahead also and where's our decorations? Display, vault stuff. And computer action in here. I don't know, I just feel like just embellishing it just a little bit. Computer over here that they can operate. We can go ahead and use some of our storage things over here. Just kind of store all this stuff. I don't know, just kind of throw some stuff in there so it's not just empty. Again, we can come in here and we could really work on this and, like, you know, put every little thing down. No, those don't look like they stack on top of each other. That would have been nice. You know, some stuff over here. Stuff they've collected. You get the idea. Maybe a little Christmas tree. There we go. And then out here, we'll go ahead and just do a little bit of chair stuff. Where are you hiding? Nope, we went past it. Went past it because that's all the vault stuff there at the end. Waiting for it to load. I must have went past it. There's some chairs. Now the first thing they're going to do when you put these chairs down is they're going to show up over here. Nice little lounge for them. Sit back here and check out the water. As well as we'll go ahead and do some picnic tables over here as well. So they can have a little picnic outside without getting shot because we've got some nice bulletproof glass. Where the heck is our picnic table? Oh, I gotta go to tables. Duh. Wake up a little bit today, Kismet. Wake up, bro. There it is. All right. And we'll put a little bit of these out here. Nice little patio lounge. And again, you could do this all day long. You could just do this all day long, embellishing and just having a great old time. That's what I love about this game. I mean, every time you build, it's going to be unique, right? Every single settlement you can make different from the other one. Even though you're using the same components, you do get a different feel. Notice how I'm kind of not putting the chairs all in the same spot. Rotating. Because when you sit at a bench, sometimes, you know, the chairs get moved around. Move that one back just a little bit. Chairs get moved around, so you don't want it to be too exact. Sometimes, you know, people pull more than... Somebody will pull a chair from another location. Right? And then you have a whole bunch of them. And then maybe this one just has one. That kind of thing, right? And a nice little patio there. And, of course, a nice little place out here. And we could just go all day long having lots of fun doing various stuff. So let's go over here, though, and let's get our tourists back online so that they can be defended as well. Now, one of the fun things that you can do if you don't have windows in is we can run the power right out the window. And that's what we're going to do. Again, I'm very focused today on building. I hope you don't mind. I'm kind of slightly neglecting my chat. But I will look back at my chat from time to time. And see what you guys are talking about there. Again, we only got so much time. We're so close to Fallout 76. There we go. So we'll run to the window, and then we just run it right outside. Now, of course, we can run it to these, but I'm going to actually put it in its own separate pole out here, which is going to make it easier for me to kind of run it to all of these turrets. A little bit further forward. There we go. And then I can run it. And notice our turrets kick right in. A little bit too far on that one. Go this way a little bit. Nice. A little bit too far again. Notice I'm not chaining it through the turret. Not a good idea. Turret goes out, everything goes out. I like to have individual lines. Now, it used to be cost an insane amount of copper to do what I just did because of the threading of all of it. It used to cost an insane amount. But luckily, you don't have that problem anymore. You can do a whole lot of those. I'm also going to go ahead and just tie this power up into here. Again, this is just embellishment. We could do this all day, every day. But I do like to put some lighting in to kind of give it that something, especially at nighttime. Connect them a little bit this way. I keep it so it's not blocking the windows. Let's put this one way down there. There we go. Try to spread these out a little bit more. Just to kind of, light it up. So it's easy for them to see when they're walking around the outside here. There in the corner. And then, of course, when they're out here eating, we'll also in that light. Now, also, this allows me to run the power all over the place as well. So I can just chain off of these street lights. And we'll get lots and lots of nice little outside area without these street lights being right in the way of the windows or right in the way. Come on. Or right in the way of what we're doing. There we go. There we go. Looking good. Liking it. Liking it. Liking all of it. And of course, let's go in. Let's do a little, speaking of lighting, let's go in and do some more lighting in here. You're like, Kismet, why are all these lights working? Well, that's because I have, again, normally you don't want light right where you're sleeping, but oh well. Oh well, I don't like it to be dark. Again, I'm also, the reason why I'm working at nighttime here as well is so I can see how the lighting looks. Typically, the only time I build at night is to see the lighting. And there we go. You're like, Kismet, what's another way of doing this without running the wires inside, where you have to run it inside to get these middle ones? I'll show you. Just go up on top. Right up here. Let's go ahead and just put ourselves one of these, or we can put our higher one in, but let's just use one of these. We'll run it up here. Run it to the middle of the room. Right? Right there, say. Well, let's go ahead and put a couple more in, just in case. Put another one in here. Of these, put it right over there. And then now that is sending wireless power underneath. So if we go down here and we look down here now, there you go. So all those got lit up from up above. And you're like, hey, Kismet, over there, bro. Over on this side. Well, again, remember, we can just go in and use our cool little thing right here, which is one of my favorite things in the vault-tec kit. Put it on the wall. There we go. Now we got a couple more here that need some help. I wish you could put it in the in-between area or right here on the side. That would be awesome. We can put it here. And you're like, Kismet, still not working. Right? If you had a solid wall, you could put it in the hallway as well, but I have a bunch of windows. And then, of course, you can also do it the way we've been doing it earlier, where you find one of these things over here. You run it up here. You can run it across there and get that one. You're like, Kismet, show me conduits. I'll show you conduits. Let's do conduits as well. Just to kind of round out everything that we've been doing. Let's do a conduit. So we're going to go ahead and grab this conduit right here. We're going to try to put it on the ground level. We want to go ahead and attach it like this so we can run it from somewhere, from power. Then we can go ahead and use it. Now, I find the conduits to be basically and utterly useless, but you might find them useful in your playthrough because the problem is they actually don't transmit as well as the things I was just using, but we can do it. We can go in. We can use one of these little power radiators. There you go. Now, they go in a very short distance. They don't go like 2 blocks or 2 of these squares like the other one does. So if you put it in the middle right here, it'll go to that direction, to that direction, to this direction. You get this big, gigantic bubble of wireless power, right? But if you use those other ones, it's much smaller. It's a very small bubble in which the conduit does send power. Now, why they did that, I don't know. I don't know. I prefer to play single-player only games. Well, there you go, Lord Winter. It's your game. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. Kismet speaks the truth. There you go, a bit sleepy. There you go. Elder Scroll Online wasn't that good either. No, I'm treating it as a Fallout game, but you are not the Lone Wanderer. Exactly. When they call it Fallout, if you're not the Lone Wanderer. Why they call it Fallout? Well, it's a Fallout universe. Hey, what's up? Bakito, what's up? Thanks for hanging out. Tech guy saying hi. What's up? Hello, welcome, everybody. Sorry if I'm getting very focused. We got a few more vaults to get done here. Now, we've got our little power cycle here that we can go ahead and assign somebody to. Guess what? Your job is that power cycle. That guy's going to do the power cycle. Now, we're going to go ahead and remember, if I can remember, I think it's under miscellaneous. We also have some fun stuff that we can do in here for these guys. Way at the end. We can have them on the pommel horses. Get that. Go to here and get on the weight benches. Weight benches to get swole. You lift, bro? As a matter of fact, I do. Not a lot, but I do lift. I'm older. I have to be careful. I can injure myself easy. All right. Look at everything that's around us got killed. It got destroyed. Anything in here I can just drag in here so we can see how the kill box is working. Something over there. See if we can drag that over here. All right, let's see. Come on over here, foolish bug.
Let's do this.
Look at this. Everybody running out here on the scaffolding to fire down. That's okay. I'll take care of business. I'll take care of business. This area is secure. This is the fortress over here. At Egret Tours.
Hopefully here for me.
The castle, or the rocket fortress. All right, these peeps are good. I think we just got one more room to do here. How are we looking on time? Looking good, looking good. Come on, kids, but stay focused. Stay focused on that building. Not on that chat, not on that talking, but on that building. Let's go. We're going to get this done. We're going to get it. Again, I don't mind wires running across. in my builds. I do mind that I have to scroll all the way to the end every time. Again, we could favorite some of that, Bethesda. That would be nice. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull this right in here. Look at the great use these power conduits get, right? You can really kind of zero in these power conduits to help you get the ones that are in the middle. Of course, you can run them as well. Now, there's another little trick that you can do as well in these power conduits, and that is you can go like this. Let me just take this out using these power conduits. I'm going to show you kind of a variation to really make that stuff work. And you can go in, you can use this one, say, to attach it like this. Attach it here. Then you can use your conduits to run stuff along. Like so, just to show you that it is possible actually to use a wide area conduit where you don't have these cables going along in your face. And then this way, over here, wherever you want it to go. Run it way over here. Now instead of using this, which is sucky, you can go ahead and use the other thing, which is the actual wire, like so. Put that up here. Now that does not radiate wireless power, which I find a huge bummer. But you can also just put one of these up here and then just connect it from this to this, and then you're still getting that full, gigantic wireless power that you can do, right? And then you got just a little tiny wire there, and you're like, wait a minute, it's not quite over that way. Well, that's okay. Let's just move it this way a little bit. Now we got all of it, and then we don't have the wire kind of drapesing across our entire thing. Another great use for conduit, if you want to use that. I rarely ever use it. I don't mind the wires. I just tell people, watch out. Watch out when they're walking. All right, so that's looking good. Let's see what else we can do. We've got our power. We've got to turn our water on. We've got to assign our people to food, and I think that's it. 78% happiness and rising. Very, very nice. All right, I think we're good. All right, we're going to go ahead and run our power down now, which is going to be fairly easy because we do have this kind of edge right here we can use. And we're going to run that right down below here. Actually, we just run along the edge here. Let's just run it right to where we want it. Even better idea. Hold on. Let's go over here. And let's just run this sucker right where we want it to go. And we're going to go ahead and use... let's use one of these big ones. Try to make it where it's not obstructing everybody's view. And run one of these right over here. And then the trick is trying to get it to connect to something down there. Nudge our way off here a little bit. Go ahead. There we go. And then, of course, end up underneath here. So we're going to need to take this and run it to... Let's just use one of these. I don't know. I feel like using one. We'll use our scroll wheel. Try to get that to connect. And again, this is kind of awkward sometimes to get that to connect. I know it does work. If you do it just right. Oh, we can actually connect it to the wall down here, too. Even better. Even better. Oh, well, this thing's going to be in the way. All right, you're out of there now. I left you there long enough. All right, now the tricky part, getting that to connect to this because it's obstructed. Let's turn it around. Let's use the other one. Let's use this one. Way out on the edge here. We get those to go? No, not quite. Nudge it out a little bit. Bingo! And bingo, bango, bingo. There we go. 360 water being produced right now, and that's it. This settlement's done. That's a done settlement. And you're like, Kismet, wait a minute. People don't have any food. Sure they do. I just haven't assigned them to it yet. We're going to go do that right now. Right over here. Now, I like to put stuff right by where I teleport in. So you notice I put a bed there that I could use. I put a cooking stove here. And, of course, the other thing that we're going to need is here under miscellaneous, which is the thing that allows us to control our vault, like so. And now we're going to go ahead and finish up like so. We're going to assign people to farming. We're going to assign 4 people to farming. Right there. And then we're just going to go through very quickly and reassign all these other jobs. Oh, not that one yet. This one. Now, again, we don't have to go hunt all these people down. This makes this easier. Makes this easier. Oh, hit tab by mistake. Let's see. Yeah, my English is failing a bit. Sorry about that. It's normally a bit better. Well, there you go. There you go. Tending bar. Get a person on the bar. Again, we have 20 people here who are literally doing nothing right now. So, now see that it says no jobs available? That's just because I went too fast. I'm going to go ahead and do it again, and then all of a sudden there'll be a whole bunch of stuff, right? And we wait for this to go away. This part takes a while. I wish you could just, you know, okay, I want to just like put check marks next to everything and then say assign, and then it assigns everything. But hey, what can you want? I mean, this is still faster than have to hunt individual people down. They also didn't used to have the settler menu where you could tell whether they were doing something or not, or what they were doing, because they would just literally just wander around. And what I would do is I'd give them different outfits, right? All of my vendors, I would give them like a dress and an outfit so that I know what they were doing. And the same thing with all my like scavengers. I would give them like overalls and whatnot. So I would know just visually by looking at people what they actually did. Otherwise, you have a lot of problems. You have a lot of problems trying to find who does what with what. Because it might be something that's way back there behind you. Way back there behind you that you can't even see when you're rolling over them. So a much better system to be able to just assign them like this. Now, I've assigned all of those. Now, there's only one thing left of scavenging. I'm going to assign everybody else to scavenging. And then we'll do a vocational overview. That's why I like Sim Settlements. It will do it all auto for you, and you get around nice randomized setup. Gives it a feeling of them building it for you. Absolutely, Shadow. That's what I got going at Sanctuary right now. Got it going awesome. Now, I like to have control over it. I like to do the building because I'm a builder, and that's what builders do. They build. But I do love Sim Settlements. One of my favorite mods in the game, for sure. And here we go. 4 farmers, 8 scavengers, 1 caravan, armor, bartender, tailor, doctor, junk dealer, arm dealer. This baby is rocking. This is a rocking settlement up in here. Now, again, we just built that in just a little bit of time. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Let's go ahead and save that because that's looking sweet. Oh, man, is it going to crash right at that moment? No, okay. No, it's actually going to let me save that. All right. Now, my favorite part after building all of that, and of course, let's double check. Let's make sure we've got everything squared away. 20 people, 24 food, 360 water, 938 defense. Now, that is incredibly awesome. 27 beds, and of course, 78% happiness and rising. Let's go ahead and take a look at it from a bit off before it gets too light. Off this way. Again, that's my favorite moment is when you turn around and you're like, booyah! Look at that settlement. Holy mackerel. That's right. The absolute fortress. That is this area. Man, I love the gap, too. I love this gap right here that it gives you kind of the view from in there, from out here. I love that gap edge. Very, very cool. Of course, it's also protecting them, of course, getting shot. Absolutely beautiful. We're going to have to actually get up the hill a little bit here to see this sucker. It's so big. There's a car flying up there. What the heck? You see that flying car? Speaking of cars, there's an evil car here. Get it! If you like explosions, you're in the right place. Look at this sucker. Look at the size of that base. Let's get a nice bird's eye view of that thing. That is a thing of beauty. She is beautiful. All right, I'm loving that one. That's my favorite Egret Tours build right there. That is it. There we go. Again, I've been playing over 2,500 hours of Fallout 4 live here on stream. I absolutely love it. Incredibly fun. I love doing the settlement building and whatnot. We have built vaults across the wasteland or across the Commonwealth. We've also taken over the Nuka World. We've also taken over Far Harbor, of course. I am the Wasteland Tycoon. I bought out vault-tec. I bought out the Remnants and took over, of course, all the Institute stuff. And 3 out of 4 factions don't want to kill each other, and they don't want to kill me. One of those factions is very, very upset because I made them go boom. Yeah, that's the way I roll. And, of course, I rule the Wasteland. I own everything now. It belongs to the Wasteland Tycoon for the betterment of the Commonwealth. So there we go. Now, we've only got 2 more locations to go. That's right, Murkwater and, of course, Warwick over here. We've already built out vaults in every single other location. And, again, we're at Egret Tours right here. If you want to know where we are, right here, Egret Tours. A very unknown settlement, by the way. Very rare settlement. Now, there are a couple other settlements that I didn't do in this playthrough that I have done in other playthroughs. I have converted them. Great example is Covenant. So, spoiler alert, by the way. Covenant. And, of course, also over here. Where are you at? Ish down here. Also, Bunker Hill, by the way. Now, if you ever, wherever you see one of those workbenches, you know that that could potentially be a settlement for you. And that's how I finally found out that this was a settlement over here. This was the last settlement that I found because I came in here eventually and I looked in the windows and there was a lady in there. And then I saw the workbench. The second you see one of these workbenches, that is a high chance that that particular location you could take over. And of course, we'll come back and do another tour of the full thing at the end of the stream. But let's move on, everybody. Let's move on. We got 2 more to go. Let's go to Murkwater. And again, these last ones, we're just going to build these pretty fast. Kismet, what has been your favorite quest in Fallout 4? Ooh, that's a tough one. Tough one. I don't mind the mainline quest. I do like the fact when you get to the Institute and all of that stuff, and then when you go inside the guy's mind, his mind and do a bunch of stuff in there. I don't want to spoil too much for those who haven't played Fallout 4. But I know it's been a couple years, too. And they're like, Kismet, they haven't played it yet. Too bad for them. No, I still try not to spoil stuff. Of course, look at this one. This whole entire settlement has one thing. All it has is a Kismet kill box, and that's all it needs, baby. That's all it needs, because if anybody tries to come up in here, they're going to get wiped out. Now, one of the things I think this area could really use is definitely I'm listening to checkpoint. Which direction is it? This way? It's this way. One of the things they can definitely use is ability to flatten the terrain. Hold on, there's some action over here. We got to help out. Let's go for the easy shot. Look at him. Okay, let's go for the body shot. Oh, he's got a rocket launcher. Look out. Now, I'm in very hard here. So I can't be insta-killed by a stray rocket. I say we go for a headshot. Oh, bring in the Reaper. Oh, now this guy's toast too. Bring in the critical. Oh, that guy can take a hit. Look at the Miniman. Get him, Miniman. You Minutemen rule! Look at that. And of course, the Minutemen, I have a mod that the Minutemen, they level up as I level up. They start getting power armor and, of course, chain guns and stuff. That is super awesome. Good job, guys.
All quiet, General.
I know. Good job. Now, of course, look what's right over here. Look what we left right over here. There was some power armor attached to that, and I grabbed all the pieces off and left the frame. Very, very nice. Again, normally I would loot all those people, but I got other things to do. I got other things to do up in here. Oh, my goodness. There's all sorts of fun to be had over that way. All sorts of fun, but we got to get back, and we got to build up Murkwater here. Now, Murkwater is okay as a settlement goes. There are actually some really fun battles over here. Normally, there's a building, but because I have a certain mod, I can take that building out. And we're just going to go ahead and build a little bit of fun here. We're going to store that in the workbench. Take that out. And, of course, we have this big, gigantic monster in the way. Now, we got to watch out we don't accidentally hit our settlers. So we're going to save first in case I screw this up. and get that stuff off your land. There you go. Now, you kind of got it off your land. Now, I can't pick that up. If I wanted to pick that up and move it, I cannot just hold down E and pick it up. Right? First, it's going to get me out of my power armor. But second, if I try to hold down E and pick it up, it's too heavy to carry. But if you use an explosive shotgun or anything with a concussive force, like a rocket or whatever, it will blast it out of your base so that it doesn't take up your base space. Now, here's the caveat. It might actually make it where, look at that. Ah, I'm going to get you with a claw. I'm going to claw you all. I'm going to get you with a claw.
At the switchboard, one day, the Institute's going to kill us all, I tell you.
Now, also, this particular location, by the way, is a Mercer safe house. You can get additional quests from the railroad at this particular location, and they'll actually give you a certain quest that makes you a Mercer safe house. Last time, it was actually Spectacle Island, so it does change around. Hey, Marzi, what's up? I tried the Sim Settlement. It broke my game, so I had some minor issues. Yeah, well, they've really updated a lot lately. It's done a really great job with Sim Settlements. So what's my favorite quest is first that I like the main quest. Some people didn't really like it. I do like, of course, the one in Far Harbor. I like the one where you go into the robot and do all the puzzles and whatnot into his memories. As well as I love the one that's at the Cabot House. I think the Cabot House is a really great storyline. And you're trying to figure out what's going on and why are these people so weird, right? And you're trying to figure out their whole storyline and what's going on with them. I find that super fun to figure that out. All right, everybody, speed build. Let's go. Now, what we're going to do first is we're going to set up some defenses for our peeps. And we're just going to go ahead and build them a nice little vault. Now, this is one of those places where it's fairly flat, right? So I don't have to build the vault up really, really high. I can actually build the vault over this area. And the last two ones, we're going to build vaults over the actual area as opposed to building a vault itself. Now, right down here, we can do some purified water, but I'm going to go ahead and forego that for now. And I'm also going to go ahead and put a wall here. But we're going to use this wall as kind of a starting point for our vault. Now, most of you know that I do start with the atrium floor, and we try to snap that in there. But we're really not in the right spot to start our vault, right? Our vault you should always start, if you want to make it even all the way across, you should always start at the highest point, which is right about here. Now, the problem is when I start to build this, as you can see, we're going to have a problem of the height level, right? It's going to be up where people are going to be actually under the vault, which is not good in the long run. But in this particular thing, what we're going to do is we're not going to worry about that. We are actually going to make a gigantic atrium over this entire area. And we're definitely going to need some more steel for that. But we're going to build a gigantic atrium, and so we're going to start very differently this time with our atrium kit here. So we're going to put that on that side, and then we're going to basically, we can go ahead and put one of these in. So we're going to build a giant atrium over this area, something like that, right? And then we'll square it out and all of that, and leave the entire middle part actually open. And that's so we can put our food down and all of that stuff. And then, of course, we'll have kind of an upper level where they'll live and whatnot. So we'll do that. We'll do something different than what we normally done. You see me build all the other ways already. So we're going to do something like that. Now, before we get started too far on that as well, we need to do what we've done in every single other settlement, and that's check the height limit of how high up we can build. Now, we're not really going to build up real high in this settlement. We're going to work off the ground level, but we always it's always fun to kind of double check it. So there's level 1, say, and here's level 2, 3, and this is exactly what I'm going to do in Fallout 76. 4, 5 is check the height levels. 5, 6, that's 7, 8, 8. Now again, are we in the settlement? Still in the settlement, yep. Does it kick us out of the workbench? Yes. So it's 8 levels up. You can build it all the way up here. Look at this view, though. Isn't that awesome? Oh, Minutemen over there. See, now we could actually build a kill box up here, that would fire in that direction. So we could go ahead and drag them back this way, and the kill box would fire at them. Now, I do find that they have a tendency to spawn in that direction, also toward the swamps here. Very, very cool. Now, of course, we'll have to do this view when it's not raining as well. But there we go. That's how high up that can go. But again, we're not going to build anything up that high. Though you can do it in your build. You can do it in your next build. Build up some high up stuff at Murkwater. We're just going to build a basic kind of enclosure for them here as well. All right. All right. And we'll leave our turrets for now, and we'll go ahead and try to see if this is kind of lined up to the edge. And I'm not going to be too overly critical on this. Oh, grab it too. Now, this is kind of awkward when you're moving these. So I try to line it up as best I can. Now we've got that going. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use the vault-tec kit to speed this along, because we have our really, really big pieces, which are really, really far over on this map, or on this thing. And we're actually going to block this in like this. Now, if you do this just right, it's going to allow you to snap it. Sometimes you got to go up higher. Sometimes you got to go down lower. Sometimes you got to find that angle. And it should let it snap. It did for just a split second there. You know, if it does it once, there it is. See, I know it's possible. It's just you got to find the right angle. Come on. I hear you snapping. Using WASD, right mouse, left mouse. Just got to catch it at the right moment. Maybe a little bit lower down. Come on. I hear a robot. Oh! Yeah, it's my robot provisioner. Normally I'd change all my provisioners to robots because they're awesome. So yeah. You guys aren't making this easy. That's for sure. We might have to raise that up. That's a little too iffy. Alright, raising it up. Just gonna grab the entire thing. Try to put it up here a little bit. Not letting me put it down. There we go. We'll just raise it up a little. We'll just raise it up over that. Do what we gotta do. Do what we gotta do. And then we're gonna go ahead and put this in here. Go ahead and put our corner in. See how much that... No. Let's see how much that... No windows. No windows for you. See how well that lines up down the road here. Yeah. So I thought. See how it's going really crooked like that? Pick the whole entire thing up. That's right. That's right. Again, you're running into an issue here with the ground level, right? And this is when we start running into real trouble. But, you know, if you're having trouble with the floor, you don't have to necessarily put the floor in there. You can just go ahead and just put the walls in there. Right? So you just go ahead and just put your walls in. Right? You don't have to necessarily do a floor. You don't have to have a floor there, especially since we're going to leave the floor as is. Right? So we can work around that as well. And I don't know, that's going to drive me crazy there. That's going to drive me crazy. Drive me crazy. But let's go ahead and see. Oh, we don't have a floor in there. We got to have a floor. Gotta have a floor in there. Oh, we don't have enough things, but we got one of these extra. And let's go back to here to concrete. There we go. Store that. Yeah, we're out of steel. Out of steel. Alright, we'll come back and fix that in just a second. We gotta save. We got to go and get some more steel at the Diamond City Market. And then we'll come back. Man, we used a lot of steel in that last one, man. We must have used like 3,000 or 4,000 steel. Pretty crazy. Is Sim Settlement ever going to come out on PS4? I have no idea. I really love the quest with Sergeant Ironsides. Yes, yes, we didn't do that in this playthrough, but that is a fun quest. I do enjoy that. See Dante coming in and says, "Hey, Kismet, I haven't watched your stream for a long time. What made you change your mind about mods?" Oh, I didn't change my mind about mods. I typically don't use mods in the beginning because I think they give you sometimes an advantage, though they can make the game much harder. But I play through multiple times in different ways first to get kind of my money's worth, right? And then I use, and of course I'm playing new DLC as it comes out. I'm also playing in survival mode and then in the new survival mode. And I'm getting the most out of my funds, I find, by playing it through that way. Then, at the very end, I'm a huge fan of the modding community. I've said this the entire time. I've been playing Fallout 4, and I've been playing on stream. I'm a huge fan of the modding community, but I usually wait until after I've already done everything. Like, I've already played, in normal mode. I played in survival mode, the old survival mode, they call it now. The new survival mode in melee mode. And then play through, and then, of course, I've also done it in VR. Fallout 4 VR, played that on my ACC Vive, super fun. And then now we're playing through, of course, in very hard mode, but we are playing it in a mega mode where we're building massive amount of stuff. We're still collecting resources, we're not giving ourselves an advantage, and we're playing through with mods. See, it gives me an extra playthrough that I can do, and I can keep doing it. I mean, there's so many mods out there that you can get a different experience every time you play through using different mods each and every time, which is super, super fun. So that's why I typically don't use mods in the beginning, and then I'll use it later. Like I said, kind of like additional DLC.
Sure.
But mods. All right, now I'm just going to go ahead and just buy some stuff here. We just want the steels. We just want the steel, lady. We don't want to yap. I'm just going to buy it with cash. All right, we out of there. This is my favorite new thing I learned. If I can just go in here and just talk to the dude. That's so awesome. That saves so much time.
Uh-huh. Let's see what you have.
I can just go in there and skip that dialogue as well. I like that part. Alright. Buy it with cash and we go. We'll have to do that whole purified water thingy. We out of there. We out of there. All right, thanks, Game Killer. I'll do it here in just a few minutes. Just here in a few minutes. Hey, everybody. Kismet here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right in the center of the screen. Also, check me out live on twitch.tv/Kismet. I'll see you all next time.